only fucking it got 1,000 viewers.
Yeah, because nobody's streaming it.
All right, we
Like
going
Chris
live.
G not on, Sonic Fox not on.
Give a fuck. They supposed to be on 24/7. The fuck?
They're not
That's
going to be on. That's the whole. That's
So basically, what you said, no,
right
you just
there.
proved your point. You just said that the only reason niggas watch that shit is because they stream it.
No.
So-
Well, anyway, what does that have to do with people playing the game? That has nothing to do with the point in the first place.
Ain't nobody playing that.
That may be true. That may be true, but I'm trying to tell you, like, they since the start they have a lot of server issues, bro.
I know. In the very start of the game, they had server issues, but they fixed them slowly. At first, the ring matches weren't working. Now you can play ring matches. Then people kept lagging out of games. I'm pretty sure they're coming out with a patch to fix that.
I don't agree with it.
Still play that game.
You know what? What's messed up, but I don't necessarily agree with it, is that stigma with, it's a, what do you call it? The auto combos? When the game has more combos than what a lot of how people play. But it was getting flack for that. Like, that game is just full of auto combos. But I'm like, there's people that I've watched. Them dudes just doing
people are saying that at first. Like, you saw me play. I do
way more. Exactly.
I just want to let y'all know we live. Don't incriminate yourselves or anybody else. Just want to let y'all know that.
Those people who only do auto combos and who think auto combos only in the game trash and they don't need to be touching the game anyway.
Damn.
And I said that specifically because we's live. So if anybody in this stream right now saying Dragon Ball Fighters only got auto combos,
I'm gonna disregard myself from this one.
You garbage.
Alright. Is that Patrick hugging somebody on your thumbnail, dog? Is that the shit from God's Plan?
All I know.
Yo, they starting it off. Chill out, man. Y'all ain't here to talk about every time I'm in the stream, they say something about them gummies, dog. I don't know what happened, but every time they bring it up.
Somebody asked me if I would eat the gummies, and I said if them shits were Gushers type dick gummies, I probably had a pass.
Let's not revisit. You know what I'm saying? You talk about.
You the one who brought it up, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been in talks with wifey about ordering them, so I don't know. My bad, man.
See, that's different when you go, you pursuing it. You know what? You right.
Yeah, you pursuing the dick, nigga. That's a different story. You gotta let the dick just happen.
Y'all crazy, man.
Hey, Young Reaper, don't do that, bro. Damn, son. The body's still warm, bro. Jeez.
Wait, what he said?
He's a Stephen Hawking.
The body might be cold by now, at least.
Crazy, bro.
Wait, did Hawking die? Like,
yo, and like the point, like it's so petty because, like, yo, I'm using like the cartoon pictures from Futurama because I really couldn't find a picture to put on that wasn't gonna make me not laugh. Like I'm
fuck up, please. I don't even want to think about it.
I'm gonna be real, bro. Like Stephen Hawking is a legend, and but I couldn't find a decent picture that wasn't gonna make me laugh. Like,
I understand what you're saying.
Pictures and I
don't want to think of. Jesus, man. You gotta do it. Everybody has to do it, yo. I feel like God's gonna punish me.
I'm sorry.
Because I thought about every image. Because when I googled it, I was like,
just like,
that's what I'm thinking. I hate
you know how bad it is, Prof? You know how bad it is? God, please, God, forgive me. You know when you scroll down on Google Images?
Yeah.
I had to click page 2. When the fuck do you ever have to click page 2?
I gotta stop.
Yo, facts.
Ricky has to click I'm feeling lucky,
I found the picture on page.
Stop. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all need to...
Hey, man, listen, brother. That shit was hard, bro. Like, it was really hard to find a good picture. That's all I'm saying. Like I had to go because even the picture was fucked. Bro. I was like, damn.
Oh shit. Ricky was scrolling through the whole page 1. He got down to the bottom. He said, "Oof, I gotta click on."
Like, I wasn't like. First of all, like I said, I wasn't really making no jokes or nothing. You know, rest in peace, and all that. I didn't even want to tweet out like when niggas was retweeting on Twitter. I didn't even want to retweet it, bro, because I was just like, nah, cause like that shit gonna make me laugh every time.
Yo, King Dub said, "Click, I'm feeling lucky to fuck."
Y'all gotta stop, man. Listen, if you just tuning in, it's not my fault. Okay.
Yeah. That's true, bro. Like I was looking like, oh damn, let me look up some images, put up a pic like RIP, and I was like, it's so bad that I didn't want to even put it.
These last few days, I've been watching like a lot of Patrice O'Neal.
Damn, he was funny.
Yo,
And he had said a Stephen Hawking joke, and that shit was sad because of what happened now. But this was like a few years ago, and I ain't finna repeat it. But
you already
said you gotta say it now.
No. Yo, matter way, I'm gonna read all these donations. I'm not ignoring them because they coming in hot. There's about 10 donations already. We're gonna read those in just a second. Thank you, I appreciate that.
$14.99.
Yeah, I'm kind of. Why is it $14.99?
That gotta be.
That started on Chase's other stream, dog.
Yo, that gotta be Landon. This dude Landon donated $300 or some ridiculous shit last week, and now he's back at it again.
Bro,
you get a raise, my
guy?
Yo,
you know that went over to my stream. Dude started donating like $2.99. I'm like, yo, they're getting taxed. Does Google tax now?
I like the 99 cent instead of the whole number.
I said it's funny because like that's exactly how much Darwin Project costs. $14.99.
$14.99? Yeah, it is. He just bought you Darwin Project.
Prop, you have one? You have that game?
Yeah. I've
say if you want it, I'll give it to you.
Yo, anybody?
What happened? No, say.
I was just gonna ask if anybody been on that Battalion 1944.
All right, man. What's up? Can I get my intro first? Can I get my intro, man? This guy's playing games, dog.
Well, let me read the donations. We'll get the intros out the way, and if y'all in here, appreciate it if y'all tweet the stream out.
He said.
I see where this episode is headed already. Guys, if this episode seemed like people in rare form today, you have to excuse us and give us a little bit of a pass. I just want y'all to know that. You know what I'm saying? This may be one of the nutty episodes. Ricky,
why
stop.
He just say Chris Benoit? Wait.
He ain't gonna let it go, yo. He ain't gonna let that shit go, dog.
Hey, bro. Battalion 1944 got 55 people watching it. We got more people in this stream.
That's all they got?
You don't say nothing. You signed an NDA. You ain't allowed to talk.
No, they kicked me out of that shit. They wrote, yo, them and you know the Hunt Showdown game?
Mm-hmm.
They revoked me.
Why?
They revoked me from that thing.
What you mean that's a new game?
Why they kick you out?
Because I told them nicely, hey, I'm streaming this game, but it's not streamable. And they asked me why. I said, because your game is too laggy. That's the last thing I've ever said, and that's the last thing I saw until it said you are not allowed to DM. Yeah, I'm not even allowed to DM them. I think they blocked me.
Crazy.
They hit you with that Monster Hunter joint. That shit just says you have left the quest. I didn't leave shit. Somebody kicked your ass.
No, but you know what's crazy? I didn't think this was possible. They revoked me from playing the game on Steam, meaning they went into the vault and took the game away from me. I'm like, is that even a thing? I'm like, yo, y'all lucky I didn't pay for this shit.
They took 1944 Battalion from you?
No, they
did you a favor.
Prophecy stuff.
No, man, I'm talking about Hunt the Showdown, man. They took the game away from my vault, dog. I was like, yo, I can't.
Hey, you know what I thought you was for use, I'm looking at the background that you got for the Jamie Foxx shit. I thought she was gonna use the Bow Wow getting snuffed.
Yo, I just seen that today. They cut the camera off too fast,
yeah,
man. That wasn't.
Definitely got snuffed.
Somebody said he got attacked like he was backstage at WWE. That shit had me rolling, bro. That shit had me in tears because it really looks like that dude just came out of nowhere. All right, so now that we've let me go ahead and read these donations, y'all. Don't mess me up. We'll try to keep it together. We try to keep it professional, dog. Let's keep it together.
Yeah, do me a favor. Yeah, hold on. Do me a favor.
What?
Y'all reading them in the Stephen Hawking's voice. Too.
I can't.
Yo.
This should be like GMG.
What y'all think a lot of it into?
Wow.
And nigga Patrice said, Siri, if you don't shut the fuck.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Okay. Zuffy G kicking off the donations. Been drug free for over 3 months. No more Call of Duty or 2K. Hey man, I hope you can continue to stay drug free if that's your choice.
Welcome to the lightning.
I don't know what happened to 2K. Most of the YouTubers don't even want to play that shit.
They're on Fortnite.
They Fortnite, man.
So is 2K the Call of Duty sports games now?
I don't know if it's going. I think they're going. I mean, they're probably going to recover with the next one, but this year, and I saw it happening last year. I seen it but anyhow. Kid Beck Jr., Yo Chase, big fan when you dropping Wolf Among Us 2. When that shit come out, when it hit the streets, I got y'all, bro. Thank you for the donation, bro. Landon with 2 donations. He came through. He dropped $15. He said a little something. Then he came through. He said we filed for the Stephen Hawkins whole segment. If somebody's watching, would y'all mind doing timestamps? It helps people that come here and they're only looking for certain stuff because we never do that because we just don't do that shit.
I swear there's always somebody in the comments.
That nigga said August was the OG of auto-tune.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Okay.
But I swear there's always somebody who did that in the comments.
Yeah, I used to do it in the comments, and then somebody else started doing it all the time.
All right, appreciate whoever does that. You a real one. Demetrius Saunders, donation. Thank you, bro. No message. Cats for life. Here's $2 for some gum or something. I'll gladly take that. Cypher 19, $20 donation. Always got to support when I can. When we get GMG merch, I'm trying to get a You the Reason hoodie. Ooh,
That would actually be kind of.
I can't speak on that yet, man. We can't do that. I can't talk about it because then I'll be held to it. Izzy Quill, yo, GMG, what y'all think about the Division 2? We're going to tell you in just a little bit. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to the whole Division 2. King Phantom, this will not be as nutty as the gummies y'all was talking about. And Eyes Night plugging the Discord one time. What's up, guys? Thank everybody for coming through. This is GMG. I got to take some allergy medicine. My shit didn't. I didn't got stuck for the last 5 minutes. Episode 178. We have returned last week. We streamed Call of Duty, and I got embarrassed for an hour and a half of Call of Duty, and then got beasted on UFC.
That sounded like a crazy stream.
Who did that?
I don't know what that was.
Yo, I thought I muted my mic.
Hold on, yo. I got grabbed.
It was just perfect timing when you said Call of Duty.
Who the hell is that in the background?
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie
Jimmy
Foxx.
Fox.
Chef Guns, $5 donation for the squad. Thank you.
Nah.
What?
$4.99.
$4.90. You right. $4.99. I take that. Appreciate that.
Chef, tell him what I did to you in Fighters, though.
Oh, that's fucked up. All right.
Thanks all the mods for y'all work, y'all diligence. The chat be clean as shit. Some weirdos come through and y'all get them up out of here so fast. Sometimes we don't even see that shit. So thank y'all.
Right.
Intros. Prophecy. Go ahead, bro. You last. Don't say nothing, bro. Sorry.
Don't say that.
Returning champ. You know what I'm saying? He getting his title back. Barry is here. Would you like to explain to everybody where you've been, sir?
Man, hey man, I've just been working, man. That's about it for real. I'm excited to be back. To be honest with y'all, everybody been live streaming, doing their own thing. I'm glad to be back on GMG 178. Let's do it.
Yeah, that was the cleanest intro.
You
Barry
off
ever
today?
did.
Yeah, that was clean. You off today? Hey,
Yeah.
word. That's what's up, man.
All right, Ricky says she's so excited. Go ahead. You up next.
That's so fucked up. All right, what's going on, everybody? I'm glad to see Barry back here. He been busy, man, working hard. We got King Dub here, Prof, and everybody. Chase is trashing UFC. But yo, make sure you guys hit the like button. hit the like button on the stream, man. And thank you guys, man. We out here.
The Xbox Slanderer 1,500. Because there's thousands of you guys. Go ahead, Dub. Do we have an Xbox Slander today?
I'm the Xbox Slander number 1, first of all. It's King Dub 7. I love being on here. Thank you for having me on here again. Just excited to talk about some of the best games ever. You know, the Division for Honor. You want to see my personal opinions on the games also, you can go to my Twitter and my YouTube channel in the comment section. Or no, description, my fault. But yeah, I'm trying to upload one video every day for a year. So let's see if I can do it.
That's a lot of work.
I give it a week.
Damn.
After that third week, you're going to be like, shit, man, I need a break. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, that shit happens, man. Prophecy.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, God, back. Just want to give a shout out to Chase for reaching 300K sub.
Oh, thank you, bro.
Ricky,
I didn't even know.
Almost 8K, or you might have just hit 8K.
Just hit it, man.
As well as myself, because I'm that nigga. Shout outs to everybody else that's coming through, always showing love and support. GMG, the OG podcast, the best podcast. A lot of these niggas take our ideas, but it's cool. We see you out here. Kisses, nigga.
Oh, damn. Wow.
You got to do it like that, man. I'm sorry.
Hey, I ain't.
Oh, man. Yeah, Chase, give the intro. Chase, go ahead, man. We never heard an intro since episode 1.
I don't even do intros on other people's classes or podcasts.
That's
class.
Boy, you play Monster Hunter way too much, boy. That nigga said classes.
That's persona.
Well, Monster Hunter, if I'm gonna be a nerd real quick, it's loadouts. You know what I'm saying? I don't do
Oh my god.
Oh man, it's loadouts.
It is loadouts.
And it's loadouts in Call of Duty, but you still say classes. Now what? Then think about that.
It's been both. It's been both.
Oh, it has.
You might have just said some shit right there.
It's always been called loadouts. We just call them classes.
But we're not going to ignore a prop to shot the Valentine's Day crossbow at some of the imitations.
You said what?
The Valentine's Day Fortnite crossbow.
Oh yeah, I was definitely bodying niggas with that crossbow.
Well, shit. Since we talk about Fortnite, Fortnite Mobile is set to come out. If I can pull this up, even though we was gonna talk about that later. We already talking about it now.
Yeah, that was a clean segue. You're welcome.
Hey, thank you, man. You know what I mean? We try to move through. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Where is it? Did I pass it?
You want me to talk about it?
Oh, it's number 12. My bad.
Wait. What we talking about? Fortnite Mobile, Fortnite crossplay? Or same shit?
No, Fortnite Mobile. Fortnite Mobile's coming to iOS, Android, I believe. I don't know the release date because it was a video and it wasn't an actual article. But all right, let's. What do y'all think about, first of all, the mobile version of Fortnite?
Can I? All right, so.
Good.
I think that the mobile version. I think it's super interesting the fact that they even. I feel like it takes a lot of courage to put yourself out there like that and put your game on mobile, because that game could, like, putting that game on mobile could either be very good because like your game is cracked and people love it, or I feel like, I mean, I guess I can't really do much negative.
That was a good reference. I like that.
But
I'm be honest, I don't even know what you just said. You just said
he said shit is like crack and people love it. Ooh.
Yeah.
Right, but like the way you just, I don't know, I was confused. Re-swayed it.
So I feel like putting Fortnite on the mobile phone is kind of risky, because I feel like it could super backfire if the game ends up being bad, if it doesn't work properly, which, I mean, I'm sure they're going to have people test it like hell to make sure that doesn't happen. But I feel like it could do a lot of harm to the game if it doesn't work out properly. Okay, but if
why,
it does work out,
because you're saying a whole bunch of nothing.
But say why? Like get more detail.
Like reasons for your belief, basically. For us to like that.
I don't like it if it just doesn't run properly. I feel like it just could do a lot of damage to the game. That's basically all I can say. It's just,
but is it really gonna matter because it's a mobile game? Like, who takes mobile games seriously?
That's something else. Like, I was thinking of it while I was saying it. Like, I don't.
Like the mobile game community is big. I should know because I'm a part of it. But I'm just saying, like, Fortnite being on there is not going to. There's already battle royale games on there that's dominating right now.
Are there?
Those aren't halfway.
Yeah, rules of survival
right. There's already millions of people playing those. So like, the only issues that I'm gonna have with it, me being me, is just like the controls. Like, I mean, I guess technically, if you have like Android device, you can hook up your PS4 controller to your phone, but I don't know if you do that on iPhone. Right. I don't know if you can do that on iPhone.
iPhone allows only PS4, I think, because Xbox, I think, is not Bluetooth. I forgot what it was.
Right. So like that might be difficult, but like I'm not planning on, like, I'll test it out a few times just to play it, but I'm not gonna sit there when I can just play it on PS4 or PC.
You want me to? I'll piggyback off of Dub. See, the thing is, I think your belief would be because, like you said, because the scale of the game, how it is now, I don't think, even if it is trash on mobile, I don't think it's going to cause that much of a negative effect, because where the scale of the game is being so successful is on consoles and PC.
Yeah,
but
I guess
my biggest iffy, because at first I'm excited for it because I could connect my controller. It's cross-play. It carries all your stats to whatever console and platform and whatever account you was playing on. It's at a lock 30, as from what they were saying, and from the gameplay, it looks solid. It looks good. The concerning part is, like what Prophecy said, it's the controls, because we all question whether or not will it have like hard, strict aim assist to the point where it's kind of cheesy playing on mobile compared to consoles. But when I saw gameplay, I questioned because everyone missed their shots. So I'm just like, yeah, it's going to be difficult from aiming, and then you have to let go of the aiming on the right part of your device to then clicking the shooting button. So it's going to be a little bit difficult.
Also something with controls though. How smooth will the shooting to building be? Because you have to.
Everything was like, that's what I like. So it's ported out to be an exact mobile phone game. So it has, instead of it being that you have to click, like, it doesn't have a transparency like as if you're on a controller. It has like a circle which indicates, this is the wood. You have to click the wood, and then you get to do the building yourself.
I'm not gonna lie, that might be ass. And the only reason why I say that is because you only got two hands, and some people ain't even got that. So to be moving and building and trying to shoot, like you're not gonna be able to do the same shit you can do on PC.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. When you see the gameplay,
that's gonna be kind of ass. Like I'm gonna be real.
That's why they have beta test. Like that's why if you sign up, like I'm upset because I really want to play it for mobile, right? But I switched to Android already, so I think iOS gets it first. Yeah, but and whether or not I get it for like my iPad or not, that's besides the point. But they're gonna allow people early, starting this week, later on this week, to try it out on iOS first. So I mean, obviously, all the feedback is gonna come, and they're gonna let people know whether or not it's too difficult because it looked cool when you're running, but they did not show anyone hands-on running and actually killing someone. Every time it came to someone killing another person, it was like off screen. It was like they didn't show nothing. So I already know it was like gonna be a difficult pattern to try to like actually shoot somebody and then build at the same time. That's why I'm like with crossplay on PS4 and mobile, it might be kind of cheesy. So
yeah, I feel like mobile people is gonna get bodied by everybody.
But it's gonna definitely beat out Rules of Survival. I'm gonna be honest. Rules of Survival is still buggy to this day. I get a good solid 17 frames on a good day.
It's PUBG on mobile.
Yeah, like that game is destroyed.
PUBG is coming to mobile. They announced that like 6-7 months ago.
Is there any information on how it's going to be mechanically different? It's going to have to be. We just don't have.
That's what I'm saying, because I don't think you're not going to be able to build and shoot and jump around all around.
No way you can do all of that.
So
like you're gonna have to have a PS4 controller.
Well, maybe. Well, I know like the phones, they do have like the little analogs and stuff that are on the screen.
Ain't nobody finna be fire enough to do that shit.
That's what I think. And then somebody's gonna be number one in the world with that bullshit.
Nah.
So pretty much, if you look at this, I'll show you right now. Like I'll put a screen right here on the Skype. The thing is, regardless what anyone says, unless you're gonna actually Bluetooth your controller to it, it is gonna be difficult because I'm looking at the on screen. They have the wood. The wood icon is actually, remember, there's no triangle, circle, X. So the wood icon is actually right above your gear slots. And you actually, while you're running, you would have to touch the touchpad there. And then you're going to actually have to choose the wood that you want with your finger. Then you're going to have to turn with the other right analog stick. Then you have to tap the shooting button. Like, that's too much finger play. Pause. But
too much finger play.
I didn't know how to word it, yo. I'm going to be honest with you. But what's that thing?
It's too mechanically intensive.
Fuck, thanks. Yeah, but what's that? How do people play claw? How is that called? What is that called?
Yeah, claw. Yeah.
I don't play like that. However, there's some people who legit, there's some people that do face cams of them on their controller while they're playing Fortnite, and they're like this.
Skunk and they're like this, dude. Like that way, I believe.
Dude, I cannot do that. So I believe some people might be able to do that on mobile, but I can't. So to me personally, it's ass in that sense. But once you're allowed to use your controller, it all goes downhill from there. Like, that's it.
I just want to bring up something that this is funny. So Ricky's man, the dude, T Martin, you know what I'm saying? T Martin, he's a nice guy or whatever, but he got caught pretending that his Fortnite commentary was live. It wasn't.
Oh my God.
He got caught. He has a video up explaining, but the reason he had to make the video is because somebody notified him that somebody was making the video. Basically, and it happens more than people know. He's not the only one. Like, doing live games is not as easy as it might look sometimes, especially like Fortnite, especially if you're trying to get a win. Only one person, if you're doing solos or whatever like that. You might have to play for a few hours, and you might get one. It's very frustrating to have to do live videos and go for gameplay.
That same energy too in every kill feed, like
right, and you have to be like that. Like it's a lot of work. So
I mean, it's hard to do that like in 2K. Like I ain't gonna say most, but a lot of people don't record live when they do.
Right.
2K.
It's just
like it just sounds like they live because they acting like did you see that?
Yeah. So it was one of those
over exaggerating this shit.
And what happened was he forgot to edit out that part of the video. So when the video starts, he's like, okay, we're gonna pick up a potion, but he wasn't picking up a potion. He was flying in the air. He had got the time wrong, so he went and tried to stop the video, but he didn't edit that out. And when he uploaded, it was on there and shit. So there you go. My man was out there.
What if he recorded on webcam separate and basically the audio? No, it wasn't like that.
He said it wasn't live.
So he came out and was just like, yeah.
Because he knew he tried to 8 Mile that thing. Like, I know what he gonna say already, so let me go ahead and expose myself before somebody else does. It was
like
I would have definitely lied and say, yo, I accidentally put my face cam audio a little bit behind.
He couldn't do that though. He could not do that because like you have to see the video. I'm not going to link the video. I don't want people like, you know.
Well, look it in here, nigga. I want to see it. I'm not gonna see up here and talk about it.
Yo, Chase, if you want, you could look at the image here if you want to put it. But that's how the controls look. See how and I like that they made it to be a mobile game, like even the
that shit gonna
layout.
Be ass.
But it's gonna be ass.
That shit could be ass. I ain't gonna say it's going to be. It could be ass.
I'm hyped for the game on mobile when
it looks real good.
Yeah, the gameplay look good.
It looks like a mobile game. Fortnite look like a mobile game. Yeah.
So when is Fortnite gonna come to the Switch? Is what I'm wondering.
That's
I mean that's.
Wait, matter of fact, Dub, you know this more than me. You know this better than me. Yeah. I made the assumption.
Oh right, your video that. So I think you're 100% right because when was the last time we saw an unfinished game on the Switch that wasn't like a demo? Like
it's early access, and and a demo just means we get to play test the game before it comes out. Yeah. Like early access may be the same sense, but the game is still being developed over time. I don't think Nintendo. I think that their policy just stands that Nintendo doesn't want an early access game or incomplete game on their platform. I don't know
the golden ribbon thing. Who's the one who?
That makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't.
But it's Fortnite though. You like how
that's one thing. That's one thing. If they made an exception for anything, I would figure it would be Fortnite. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
How many maps Fortnite got? 3.
1.
1.
That's not even fair to even say that. I don't.
Why ain't it fair?
You said that before.
I did.
Yeah, you meant no. I think off stream, like we was playing and we was just like.
How many? It has 1 map.
Yeah, it's a one big scale map that they update periodically to change around the map.
Yeah, Fortnite.
Why is it not fair for me to ask that?
I'm being honest. It's definitely fair for you to ask that because PUBG is not backed by Epic. It's not backed by a major corporation. I was going to
ask. That was my next thing. I was just saying.
And they got 2 more maps coming out this year. Fortnite is asked for not having more maps, and I've been.
Thank you.
They'll add like a city and be like, ta-da! Like they added like 3 or 4 new cities. But they should definitely do. Definitely.
He said Nintendo status is too high. Fuck Nintendo. God damn.
You know how popular Fortnite is. Come on, man.
Yeah, they should have Fortnite in my opinion.
I'm not saying 20 maps with 1.
No, the reason why I say is because I think the scale of the map. I think they're probably developing a map now. But
the scale of the map isn't there.
That map is not bigger than PUBG though.
It's nowhere near bigger.
It's not bigger than PUBG. Absolutely not.
As a matter of fact, PUBG has a map coming out that they stole from Fortnite. The next map coming out for PUBG is small, just like Fortnite. It's even smaller than Fortnite.
From everyone I heard that desert shit was trash.
No, that shit is trash. I hate that map.
You don't like it? I think it's kind of okay, whatever.
It's trash because you get it too much, and it's too many mountains and rocky and all that. Like it's cute, but it's not like I prefer.
To be honest, and to be quite honest, I think that would be. I think it'll be fair for me to like. I would even be on the same page with saying, "Yo, when the hell they're adding new maps? Like maybe towards mid of this year, towards when they make that big announcement at E3, because they got a big announcement coming towards.
Why
E3.
You need to make E3? Why you need to announce a map for a game?
Reason why is because Reason why is because we see how big of a scale this game has been. This game is extremely popping right now. For them to stay on the same scale and the same map that it is now. It's the same effect that happened with H1Z1 and is currently going on with PUBG. How's the reward system with PUBG? Because I haven't played it so long.
What reward system?
What do you mean?
That's what I'm questioning. Is there a?
You get loot boxes.
You get boxes that sometimes you got to open key. Like you got to buy keys to open them.
Yeah, you get loot.
The game had 3.4 million concurrent players in sometime in February. People are opening up loot drops and buying V-Bucks and all of that. I'm sure they have the resources.
Not only that, you can make money off PUBG. You can't make money off Fortnite.
I know the game is super fun and all that, but like there should be.
It has it.
I have a question. For you.
Both games need a snow map. Both games need multiple maps, bro. Like
PUBG did that for the winter. They do seasonal themes. That's why.
Would you rather have more maps or same map but bigger for Fortnite with just different themes?
I would prefer to see. I don't think anybody would complain that there's too many maps.
Yeah,
that you know what I'm saying. I think that's if somebody complains there's too many maps,
that would be amazing.
That would be ridiculous.
So I
That'll
think
make- that'll
I think for a
definitely-
battle royale game, you could maybe have too many maps because you'd have to
How?
memorize too many spots. Maybe.
Well,
I'm just throwing out a
hours.
hypothetical for like if somebody were to say they didn't.
But
I
people
don't-
have so
I
many
don't think
hours, don't
that's
know all the maps. Like it's not your brain. You learn it without trying to learn it when it comes to games. If you put that much time into it. So if they had, even if they had 5 maps, you
Like
know what I'm saying?
I know even though I hate that map, I still know it. Like I know
the
the best
desert map?
spots. Yeah, I
it's
know the
kinda
best
I mean,
spots
but
to win.
that's only a second map though.
It's
My
kinda
nephew
like
knows
Call
it.
of
But
Duty.
still,
what if,
I don't
PUBG had,
expect them
like,
to have like 10 maps.
10
I only
maps, yeah.
expect them
No,
to
I
have
mean I'm not asking for
three
that.
or
I'm just
four.
saying what I think five maps would have, maybe even 4 would have been good.
Yeah,
Like
3 or
this
4.
far into the game. I mean the game is doing so well. It's
So but that's what I'm saying. So Chase, my question to you is at what, and this is for everyone. When Prophecy first mentioned Battle Royale and say, yo, this is high low key fire. Okay. When did it actually start blowing up, if you guys remember? What part of which month did it actually start blowing up?
Because we was playing this shit last year.
Fortnite?
No, we were playing it last year, but when did it really get that attention?
Are we talking
about Battle
what's the
Royale
2K
period?
community
Fortnite Battle
to it?
Royale. When did
Well, no,
Fortnite Battle
before
Royale?
that.
When did it start getting? When did that attention for Fortnite Battle Royale
October.
really kick off?
Man,
October.
maybe October. I want to say
asking.
October. I'm gonna say why, because
And I'm gonna say now too. This
Oh,
year.
you talking about when they
I
had the
could
Halloween
say-
skins and stuff,
I could
Chase?
say this year because
Possibly, yeah, when they had all.
now you see NBA players, NFL players, all type of people talking about Fortnite.
So that's why you think I'm now saying if they don't really kick it off into high, because I'm on the same page. I would love maps. You know what? It would be dope if they have a random map, like a randomizer, and we spawn into a different map every time we think of new ways to get around. That's cool. But the only reason why I'm giving them that okay until E3 is because they said they're gonna announce something huge at E3, and if they don't announce a
map
new
is
map,
not huge though. That's like
how do we know that? Explain
how I'm saying the component,
I'm asking.
a map itself. If somebody's doing a game announcement or a content announcement and they saying this is going to be huge, nobody's thinking it's going to be a map. It's thinking it's going to be something else.
And we also got to remember, this game is still in early access. So we're expecting a lot from a game that's still being developed as we speak.
We're
If the game is
expecting how the game is performing. 3.4 million concurrent players. I don't know if I've seen that since Modern Warfare 2. By the way,
I've seen that with PUBG.
The only reason I said October is because we looked at those Game of the Year nominees across like multiple award shows, and PUBG was on there. Fortnite, we didn't really see Fortnite on those
because it wasn't
nominees
popular.
yet. So I was thinking that it started really taking off. In like
October. Really, you could say that even like I said this year, like for real.
Yeah. So all right, so I'm gonna go wait. Look, because I don't want to hold you guys up. So my thing is. So what Prophecy said, like this year it's really going crazy because you got NBA players, you got MMA players, you got MMA fighters, you got other people in different genres.
Like they gonna make a
joining
Netflix original. That's how popular this shit is. Like they gonna make like a red versus blue, but for Fortnite.
And my thing is they update, they add new towns in Fortnite. They've done that. I mean I'm cool with that, and I would be even happier if they add a new map later on. With them adding new weapons, updating, and making sure the scale of the map is okay, and that the bugs and everything, they try to work on that. I was playing PUBG for a while, and then I still couldn't get over the bugs. Now, I think PUBG is already out of early access, right?
Yeah.
But why do I hear from people that they need new vehicles, they need a new map already? Like, are people getting bored with the map already? With PUBG?
Because it's not that good of a map.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. So if there's no complaints with the main game, I'm not trying to say if there's no complaints right now. No, give me a map now if we can, right? But because they're constantly still bringing content to the table.
What content?
And I don't,
maps or content, Ricky?
Yo, but
no, they're adding new weapons and stuff.
But Chase, you don't even play. Chase, you don't play Fortnite even. I put 240 hours into Fortnite.
I don't have to play Fortnite to know that the game has a little bit of maps, and that map.
But your complaint is maps, but you don't even play Fortnite to be making it seem like you care about maps.
No, you can't do that because so if we said content in any other shooter, it would be maps, it would be weapons, and I know they have plenty of weapons and they have different variations of modes, but at the end of the day, it is still one mode with one map.
I don't think it's 100% fair to compare battle royale games to like this first person.
That's what I'm trying to get at. A battle royale.
I never said first person shooter. I said shooters.
But I mean, my whole point. I don't think it's fair to compare battle royale games to like any just arena shooter.
I'm purely talking about the lack of maps. It's not.
But so here's
one map though. Are y'all really?
But Chase, that's what I'm saying.
But
go, Doug.
So my whole thing is the game is doing well right now, right? I feel like the people who complain about having a little bit of maps and stuff and PUBG, I feel like that's because the people in PUBG are more hardcore. I feel like than people who mostly play Fortnite. The people who play Fortnite, from what I know, usually are casual gamers, and they don't really like. They're having fun with the game how it is right now, so they're not in a rush to get more maps or anything. They just like the guns.
Wait, and to add on to that,
I want to say this. I want to say this too. Like, I definitely agree with what Dub just said. Like, and also you gotta like that wave is still new to a lot of people, so it's still people. Even though we got a lot of, it's a big fan base for Fortnite, it's still a lot of casuals are still know that, let's say, comparing it to Call of Duty, you get the same maps. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get the same maps over and over again. As far as, like, with the casual crowd with Fortnite, it's like, they might only put, like, an hour in at a time or something, so that map doesn't get too old for them. And then it's a battle royale. I understand what Chase is saying about, like, like, as a game, we want another map, but because it's a different, like, it's a whole different type of shooter, it's a different genre. I just think it's a different aspect that you gotta keep in mind. Like,
I mean, I'd love another map too. Maybe.
Yeah,
two.
we'd all love another map. My thing is, how long did it take? And probably even Propsy noticed because you was playing PUBG longer than me. How long until people was really complete? Because PUBG was out for a while. How long until people?
Nobody really complained.
Nobody complained
really
about it until another map came out.
But the scale of this game is so huge. We are talking about adding a new map for Fortnite. And one more thing, I don't think it's fair because, like, it's a bet, and this is what any bet, even with PUBG, but because I know there's a lot of hardcore players saying, listen, we want a new map. We're looking for a new map. We want new vehicles. The scale of that map is ridiculously huge, so they need vehicles and all that other stuff. For Fortnite, they're trying to add new content. But my thing is they bring in new modes every week. They got new modes every week.
What are new modes? Is the game?
So wait, Let me, because the thing is, the only issue I'm having is if Dub was the one questioning me, it would be different. It's because honestly, you don't play Fortnite, so unless we get on together, they add like 20v20. All right, so they add 20v20. They remove that. Then they add the solid gold map. Then they add the 50v50. Like they add modes every week.
Okay, but what is at the end of the mode? The objective is still the same, right?
No. It's not a new mode. It's just a new way.
It's like new rules.
Yeah,
new rules. Like new mode. It's a battle royale.
I understand that, but I'm not going to say that that's a new mode. That's just a new.
I mean, it kind of is new.
They have it under new mode.
It kind of is a new mode.
I don't know. Maybe
the objective is the same on every one of the modes, right?
That's what a battle royale is, or else it's not a battle royale. Battle royale means a survival game. So last one standing.
I understand that, but if you keep saying it's a new mode. And
that's what they're. No, I'm saying
they added a new mode.
Under their word, it says new mode. Click new mode.
It's a new mode within the main mechanic of the game.
Okay, so all right, so Fortnite originally was the zombie game where you built forts, right?
Yeah, save the world.
Battle Royale was the new mode for that game.
Right.
So you want to make another mode?
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, is that necessarily a new mode because it's now 20v20? It's not a new mode. It's a spinoff.
Free for all. It's free for all and team deathmatch. In war, like a ground war.
I'm not even.
That's what I'm saying. But hold on, wait. I feel like that's like saying is kill confirm and team deathmatch the same because it's all in multiplayer.
Not really. It's not really like that because that's so. Barry, would you call singles and duos different modes?
They're not.
Or would you just call them different? They're not really. So I'll give you that.
But at the same time. I see what you're saying.
But this whole conversation was me just saying that I expect more than one map.
No. He said he needs a new map.
When you think about it, look at it like this: like, okay, this the all gold mode. Like, what's the definition of a mode then? That's what you.
Well, now we're kind of splitting hairs a little bit. My original comment was I felt that the game should have more than one map. It doesn't matter if I have 1 hour in Fortnite or 100. I'm saying, as popular as the game is, as much of a fan base as there is, and for as long as this game has been out, I feel like there should be a couple maps. That's all I'm saying.
No. So that's the and
you're saying it's okay.
We don't disagree with you, but I think those who played enough of like a battle royale game would be like, yo, I would understand that if the map was garbage. Like no one's complaining about.
The issue is that's standard. That's standard. So there's nobody that's come and push the envelope and say, yo, we have
until
5
they
maps or 10 maps. And when that happens, you're going to say, damn, that game only got 1 map, or that game should have more maps.
No,
if that game that has multiple maps does it and it doesn't work thow, then
why wouldn't it? I don't understand how multiple maps wouldn't work.
I don't know how it wouldn't work either. It's like I haven't played a
Wait,
understand.
This is what I was trying to say. This is what I was trying to say. Like, this is what I was trying to say. Like, with battle royale games, it's different from like, let's say, Call of Duty games, because even if it's the same map, it's really, when you think about it, it's a really different experience every time you play. For example, let's say, all right, you and your boys, you start off it's the same map, but let's say you go to Tilted, and this round you go to Tilted, and then you work your way through. The next round you might start off at a whole different other area. You might start off at retail, like, because the map, it's the same map, but because
you spawn in different locations, just like PUBG.
You spawn in different places. It makes the whole experience different each time. That's why they can get away with only having one map, and that's why it's been working out for so long. Otherwise, something like Call of Duty, where you literally, you spawn in the same spot, you have to have more maps for a game like that to work. But at the battle royale, aspect of it, because the map is so big and you start at different places, it makes the experience better. It makes the experience different every time you play.
I agree with all of that. All I'm saying is when a battle royale game comes out and it has 5 maps at launch or 7 or 10, that is going to make all the other people say we need more maps in our game. And then this whole conversation is going to be entirely different, because there's going to be a game that has more. Because Activision said they already got their eyes on battle royale now. So,
and that may be Activision having their eyes on anything.
Yeah, I don't really care what they have eyes on, but they got to fix eyes on Destiny 2. My only thing was, I didn't want you to take this personal. I'm gonna be real. No, real shit. I didn't want you to take this problem, but I'm gonna keep it all the way funky. The reason why
said you ass, nigga.
Yeah, no. This is what I was saying. How can you, out of all people, sit here and say they need a new map and make it seem like you be about that game when you don't even.
First of all, I never said any of that.
That's what I'm saying.
Time out. All right, hold on. So you're saying, wait a minute. So you have to play a game to have an opinion.
That's like if me talking about Monster Hunter, like as if I know all about Monster Hunter.
No, it's not. All I said, first of all, I'm talking about something very general. I didn't get into gameplay tweaks. I didn't get into anything that really you have to play the game for. I can sit back and say, whoa, this is too short. This movie's too short. This movie's too long. I can sit back and say this doesn't have enough this, or this game doesn't have enough guns. If you say the movie, wait a minute. Go ahead. Battlefield 1. Let's say, I don't know what class, any class. Let's say the class had 3 guns. So you telling me if the person does not play the game that they can't say that this game doesn't have enough guns? That's what you're saying.
So I can respond?
Yeah.
Hold on.
No.
Yeah.
I can respond with two. I got 2-part answer then.
Go ahead.
I'll respond twice. 1, facts. Where the hell is why only 3 weapons? They should be bringing more to the table. But 2, because I really be about this shit and I put in that much hours and I actually see what they're talking about in the community and feedback, ain't nobody asking for this shit.
There's nothing in depth about maps though. It's that's the only thing that you've ever heard me say about the game.
No, and that's the thing. That's why I'm saying, like, to be honest, you're talking about something that from all the Reddits, the community hubs, and the community feed that I've been, nobody's asking for maps.
Yo, I got to hit you on the AI. We talking about maps right now.
Look. I didn't say all. Look, all I said was I felt the game should have more than one map now. That's all I said. You're turning it into you don't play it, so it shouldn't matter. I'm not saying.
Like, why do you feel like that? Because of why? Why?
The game that. What do you mean?
Why you feel like the game should have maps and more maps? I'm asking.
That's a legitimate. That's a legitimate question. That is a legitimate question. One map.
Because when I said, hey, listen, I'm giving them until at least E3 until I start having a problem with it, because right now I'm enjoying whatever's there. And I'm saying by E3, they say they have a huge announcement. I know it's the custom lobbies, but if they don't announce a map by that time, because the scale of the map, like the scale of the game is so huge and so popular, they should be developing a new map. I agree, but I'm thinking right now, no one's really asking for a new map. People are asking for weapons, for new tweaks, for different modes which they're making modes.
Okay, so what you're saying is, as a developer, instead of you being proactive, you should now wait until people complain about something before you put it in your game. Good developers, and I'm not saying if you don't do this, you're not a good developer. I'm saying good developers are on top of their content and they're putting out the content before people have to ask for it. We shouldn't have to ask for stuff. And that's with any game. I don't care if it's a game that I play or you play or whatever. If a developer is putting out constant content, you don't feel the need to ask for it. That's all I'm saying.
Here's what I think is the basis of Ricky's question, though. because nobody else who plays the game, who puts hours into the game, is really asking for maps. I haven't heard this complaint for anyone. So I think the basic question is why do you
that's
like
all
how
I
can
was
you be
saying.
bored of the map when you barely play?
I never
the game?
said I was bored of anything.
No, he was never bored of the map.
I never even gave.
So how can you feel that they knew?
That was that was a general question he asked. Look,
okay,
that was a general question he asked,
and
my response was, nobody's really asking for a map.
That's fine.
When people were complaining, they revamped the world, and they finally brought us a different revamp.
That's fine. I was just asking.
Wait, who just disconnected?
He'll be back. See, what it looks like is I'm giving my opinion on. I didn't give my opinion on the game at all. I just said I know. More than one map. And it turned into you don't play the game. But I didn't say.
The reason I wanted to talk about this extensively is because somebody else brought that up to me into a party chat, right? And because you brought this up, it was like a coincidence. I'm just like, yo, that person made a complaint. Like, man, that game is so trash. Y'all play on the same map, and I just thought like, I hope Chase ain't going that route because I'm like, yo, the community ain't even really asking for that. We trying to make sure the game is fixed because they're still developing it. They did say they're gonna have another revamp of the map. They're gonna add different parts of the world and stuff like that. And then they said they're gonna do custom lobbies. And I'm hoping they drop a brand new map so they can have it in rotation. I'm cool with that.
You just said you hope they drop a brand new map. How's that any different than me saying that I expected different? I just
like when it's all said and done as a nigga with over 500 hours in both PUBG and Fortnite, I want a new map. Deal with it.
But I said that before. What did I say before?
You did.
I hope I got deaf ears.
You said what before?
I said, yo, I put only 240 hours. I'm like, yo, if I was the one complaining about, because you're not complaining. I'm gonna make that clear. You're not complaining.
That's all I wanted to say.
But you made a suggestion.
I didn't make a suggestion. I didn't make a suggestion.
The way Ricky face.
No. I didn't make it. See, you're not listening.
Ricky's face popped up like.
I said I was surprised that the game only had one map. I didn't make any suggestions about Fortnite during this entire conversation.
You didn't say you were surprised. You said but how popular the game is, they should have at least more maps. And you said a game of this genre would probably have 4 maps later, indicating and making it seem like, yo, Fortnite should already have another map.
I feel like there are other topics that require time.
I mean, there's only 3 topics in the title. You know what I'm saying? So like,
but you know what? All right. This is a good conversation, but
like if Prof came at me and said, "Yo, we need a new damn map."
First of all, and people watch it. This is not an argument. This is discussion. See, some people when they end up in the conversation, they fold up and motherfuckers start getting salty and all that. You know what I'm saying? It is not argument. You know what I mean? We have a conversation, and this works because we have 3 Fortnite veterans and 1 noob. I got 30 hours of Fortnite.
Wait, what is Barry?
I got
Barry been putting in that work, dog. Barry been putting in that
work.
work.
I've been putting in. I started off as a noob, but you can see I've been streaming it more. I've been playing a lot more lately.
Hey, look,
I did not start off as a noob though.
I hadn't played Fortnite for a while, and I had my standard 20 hours, whatever it was, and then I got on with Ricky, and everybody in the community's good now. I'm not getting back on. I'm not streaming Fortnite till I figure out how to get better at the game. I was getting fucking waxed. Ricky wasn't helping me. This motherfucker was laughing at me the whole time. He ain't telling me what to do.
Where you went to Iron Banner.
Yes.
It's like
I'm sorry, man.
Really, to get good at the game or get better at the game.
Just play it.
I'm not gonna say I'm the best. Really to get better at the game is just keep playing it. Like that's the best way to do it.
That's every game though.
That's like any game.
Hey man, some people just, I don't know. Some games, man, they just stay ass forever. Like some of y'all.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
I ain't gonna hold you up. I'm just trying to.
My man, Kevin Garcia. I don't know who he talking to. You want a new map?
Yeah, that's why I responded to him. I'm like,
wait, what he said? What?
That's the whack.
He said the only reason why you want a new map is because you trash.
If you, first of all, I don't have any.
You really can't be trash in a map. On a world. My bad.
First of all, a new map has nothing to do with that. Like,
yeah,
but that's
being chat. That's so stupid.
That shit is
that's
weak.
The dumbest thing I've heard today.
That's the wackest shit. Every time somebody says something about a game, the first response is you don't like it because you trash at it. That shit is if you still argue with somebody or if that's the first thing, you weak as fuck. Come up with.
Can we talk about something else though?
Like that is trash.
Yeah, we about to.
I mean, what I mean by that, somebody said Fortnite is free. Stop complaining.
I don't like that. Somebody told me that in my comments. I'm like, dog, because the game is free, we can't complain. I'm like, yo, what if, like, I don't care how many. If I'm putting in hours, people in the comments, I was streaming. Somebody's like, yo, why you getting mad that it's lagging? The game is free. I'm like, What?
Yeah, she said, why you get
They're
mad?
selling
I'm
shit
like,
on
I'm
there
like a
though.
developer, yo.
And he donated too. But I
You
had
know
a block.
what? Guess what? For when niggas say dumb shit like that, I'm gonna be like, guess what? I bought it at $29.99, pussy. It
Matter of
wasn't
fact,
free
and
when
I bought the
it.
game when it was $40 or 30,
Yeah,
whatever
nigga.
it was.
Yeah,
too.
$39.99, nigga. The
What?
Founders Edition, nigga. So it wasn't free. So eat a dick.
Hey, cause
Oh,
look,
yeah.
Damn.
everybody
Shit
in
like that.
here been playing Call of Duty for years. Motherfuckers
Absolutely.
entitled to say I don't like the motherfucking game, and it ain't cause dudes is trash in here. You know what I'm saying? It's just whatever.
I mean, the game, like, you can be bad at a game and can still be trash. You can still complain, I guess.
You could be bad at the game and say you don't like it too.
Kevin Garcia, get your whining ass out of here. Quit trying. Ain't nobody trashing it. There was no trash. What's wrong with people? Kevin,
Yeah.
stop, Kevin.
He never said the game is trash.
Nobody in here nobody even talked about any part of the game.
That's how you know you got selective ass hearing.
That's
bro.
how
should-
you know you are. That's how,
dumb.
you know what I'm
You
gonna
just-
say
you
something.
just- You a troll.
I'm
No,
gonna
you
say
gotta
something
understand
real bad,
Ignorant.
bro.
Sometimes we ask questions for this reason. Just for me to end this
Somebody
off. You know
fucking
what I think?
trashing it. Shut up.
You know what's kind of keeping my mind off wanting a new map too, which I found kind of funny of them when they update the map and they switch over where the treasures are being found now and then where the best loot places are. So
Yeah.
because they're always rotating that, it kind of makes me like, oh shit. Like I really wasn't thinking about a new map, but now that you mentioned it, I'm just like, yo, if they don't drop one by E3, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? But because they've been updating the map so much, adding like different loot, because I was going certain places like retail or Salty Springs for so long, trying to get the loot there, but now I go to like Haunted Hills or
Yeah, see, Ricky, that's what I was trying to say. Like, because the map is so big, you know, you get a different experience every time. Like, you might start up Haunted, that might be your spot. Then you like, all right, let me try this. And look, like every time you play, it's just a different experience.
And
Chase is
Fortnite
looking at
does
the comments, waiting though.
yeah, he is. But Fortnite does a good job of
Goofies
making different
has
parts of the
nobody
map actually
trashing
look
the game.
different.
Fuck outta here.
Unlike, I feel like for the most part, PUBG everywhere looks the same for the most part.
All right, moving on.
Let's move on, man.
Cause motherfuckers is you can't say shit. Well, you know what? I'm about to T-mark everything.
But I bet if we all
everything is
agreed on
excellent for the
everything-
rest of the show, Ricky. If you ain't got nothing excellent to say, don't talk.
I
Motherfuckers want
agree.
shit
I won't
excellent.
Do I just not talk about Microsoft?
No,
I can't
because
talk
it's
about
not. Because it's excellent. Everything's excellent.
I ain't gonna lie, that's how podcasts die when everybody agrees on shit, dog.
That
I ain't
shit is
gonna-
weak. We don't do that. Anyway, I seen people complaining about State of Decay 2 being $29.99. I believe that's the correct price.
Dumbest shit I've ever seen, bro.
It's $29.99. I'm looking forward to the game.
How much was Cuphead, Chase? If you don't mind me asking.
$20?
And how good was that game in your experience?
10 out of 10. I don't give 10 out of 10s. I don't really believe in the whole 10 out of 10, but Cuphead was one of the best games in the last on PS4 or Xbox One, period.
All right, to be clear, because of what you just said, are you T-Martin right now or are you being legitimate?
No, I'm dead serious.
All right.
$20. So I don't know why dudes is looking at the price of the games and then saying, oh, well, this has to be like low budget, so it's not going to be good. I'm going to say the Decay 2, bro. I mean, this looks like it's much better than the first one. I didn't really play the first one much at all, but this looks like a game that would be very fun in a co-op setting.
Game Pass, baby. Yeah, I gotta subscribe to Game Pass, man. Yeah, wait, that was a burp? That was a burp, yo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was going, yeah. I'm like, yeah, lit. Yo, this is Game Pass worthy, bro. I'm telling y'all, people sleeping on that service, bro.
Is this a Microsoft exclusive?
It is.
Yeah, Wonder from Microsoft game. Microsoft is awesome, you know. Yeah.
You trolling. Are you going to get this game, Dub?
Maybe. I'm planning on getting an Xbox, actually. So.
Why?
You got
Why?
PC?
PC too, right?
It's on PC.
Windows
No, I'm
Store,
just- no,
Chase.
that's
Windows
a
Store,
legit
though.
question. I'm
Gotta
just
remember that.
It's on the Windows Store?
It's not
on
coming to
Windows Store?
Steam. Wait, so y'all haven't heard all the BS that happened around this game?
I'm like, yeah, I heard some of it with the collector's edition
Oh,
or
yeah,
the
you didn't hear
collector's
about that?
items.
Okay. Oh man. So you
You
going?
didn't hear about that, Chase?
All right. Well, I always ruin your when your
Oh,
excitement.
so you mind if I ruin your
Go ahead,
excitement?
ruin mine. I'm gonna just sit
So the
back and
collector-
listen. You know what I mean?
So they have a standard edition $29.99 and ultimate edition $49.99. Then they got a collector's edition which is $69.99, but the $69.99 don't come with a game.
What?
It don't come with a game, son. Not even a download code.
Wait a minute.
And Kid Smooth got at the devs and they responded to him saying they promised they won't say that anymore.
We
saying that
will
it
never
won't
do it again.
Yeah.
You know, I think Mass Effect did that same shit, yo.
Halo did that too. Halo did it, bro.
Mass Effect did that too.
Yeah, but Microsoft, great company. Xbox, a great game. A lot of exclusives.
I told P, somebody was getting at me yesterday on Twitter, and I'm like, yo, fam, are you too invested in this? He was like, yeah, but you're only speaking your opinion, it's not a fact. I'm like, well, if I'm saying something that I wrote wasn't even supposed to be a fact, it was like my opinion on it. I'm like, that's besides I had to block him, he was goofy. But how do you drop a collect? And here's what's in the collector's edition: a latex zombie mask, which you can find at Ruby's.
Say something else.
Nah. And this shit's like $6 at Ruby's costume on their website. They got a thumb drive. It looks like an actual thumb. It's a 4 gig thumb drive, a steel bookcase, an iron patch, and then they got a steel bookcase stand. And that's all that's for $69.99.
Sign me up. You know what I'm saying? $69.99. No game.
You know what? To be fair to Microsoft, though, that's the cheapest collector's edition I've ever heard of.
Without a game?
I mean, it's $69.99. No, you can't complain about that. Come
Without
on.
a game?
Nah, didn't Evolve cost like $200? That shit wasn't.
Yeah.
No, it was more than that. If you bought all the
game, I
content,
think.
if you bought all the content, it was like
at least
No. Let's not get this confused. We're not talking about if you were to pay for all the microtransactions and everything. No, we're talking about a certain edition of the game doesn't come with the game. Son, how is that even a thing?
That's so
we're not
funny.
talking about the standard deluxe or the super deluxe hyper. No,
you play State of Decay 1?
Yeah, I've played it.
Did you beat it? How far did you play it?
That game was so garbage.
How do you have an opinion about a game you can't even play it? How could you talk about what the game needs?
Why you sound like that?
I want him to see how ridiculous it sounds like, on the other side.
It didn't sound ridiculous if I've never played State of Decay before.
Yeah, but like
State of Decay,
you would expect a game to have a collector's edition to have the game. No, you would expect the collector's edition of a game to have a game.
Wait, what does that have to do with beating it or not, though?
No, I was just fucking with him. That was really a reference
to
how I felt when he asked me.
I got to clap to Kid Smooth because I thought his fanboyism was going to stay intact. But no, he said, yo, why didn't you guys just call this a collector's item or novelty item? Why would you call this a collector's edition? Because technically, a lot of people would have bought that thinking like it would have came with at least a digital download code. And they promised they would have named it.
I feel like I've seen that before, though.
Halo, bro. Halo did that.
Well, I think a fighting game did that as well.
Maybe it was like Street Fighter or some shit.
Yeah, I feel like it was like $79.99 and you just got like a statue of Ryu or some shit.
I can see that.
Collectors,
I could be wrong, but I feel like I've seen that before.
No, we shouldn't be talking about Microsoft like this.
I've seen it happen with Wait,
I'm not going to blame Microsoft because I don't know whose idea it was to even make. I don't know if they make the collections.
It was definitely Microsoft.
Was it Microsoft Studios that made this game?
Yeah, listen, bro.
No, it was Rare. No, sorry, not Rare. No.
Let me Google it because
Rare makes Sea of Thieves.
Rare makes Sea of Sleep.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah,
I want to see who the devs are. The devs. Oh shit, it's Microsoft Studios. No, I'm sorry. It's Undead Labs. Which is, so I don't know if it was Microsoft. We don't know whose idea it was. I'm getting a $29.99 version because I'm a $29.99 kind of dude because it come with the game. So I'm getting that. I'm looking forward to this. It looked like it's going to be a sleeper to say. That's probably the best way I could describe a game.
It reminds me of Left 4 Dead.
Like it sounds like they kind of listen to the big hype around it. Sound like they listen to like the community because I think the big thing that they asked for, the people that played the first one wanted co-op, and then that's the big thing that they said.
I never even heard the community speak, and there's not even. I would agree with Barry.
I'm confused. What game we talking about?
I know that's the point. State of Decay 2.
But like, I'm trying to think. I played the first one. I actually played the first one, and it's nothing like what it's sounding like right now. So I don't know if they're changing the game up or what. Because
I need to ask you this, Prof. Was the game hot fire like everybody's making it out to see? Maybe
hot fire. It just depends on if you like those type of games. Like the game was basically you just control different people and like everybody has their own like strengths, weaknesses. You have to eat and rest people and stuff like that. It's like one of those type of games. Like
animation.
If you don't like that type of game, then I don't think you're gonna like this game. It's not like just like a Left 4 Dead where you just play story and just beat niggas. Like there was a lot more to it. It's almost. It did. It's more like what is that game? It's like Don't Starve almost. because you can like build things. Like you have to build your villages, cities, and stuff like that. Like you have to. It's more in depth than just pointing at a zombie and killing them. Plus, there's like hundreds of side missions and shit that you have to tackle and stuff like that. That's why I'm like mad confused because I don't know much about State of Decay 2, so I don't know if it's gonna follow the same.
No, they changed it all
things
up.
That State of Decay 1 did, but I don't think it's a bad game. I mean, if you play it now on the Xbox Pass and go back and look at it, you're gonna be like, that shit looks ass, but it's not a bad game. It's really fun if you're into those type of games.
It looked good now. Even the animations look better now. Because when I played that joint,
State of Decay 2 looks amazing.
Yeah, because State of Decay 1, them animations.
One it was looking at.
Did one ever was it incomplete? I don't know.
Possibly, because I didn't play it when it first came out. I'm playing it now, so like I'm going back and playing it. I know they had like the story is not that bad.
Hey yo,
somebody said it's like Dead Rising but more in depth.
Yeah, it could be like I give that. It could be like Dead Rising.
What in the fuck? You know, I need to argue with Doug likes, and Ricky more often. Then we need to have like actual first take like debates more often because there's 1,000 people in here. We ain't had 1,000 people during the podcast, and when was the last time that happened?
I'm the GOAT.
I'm about to text Chase like, yo, we gotta argue today, dog. Call me a bitch and.
None of that even happened though.
Oh yeah,
you wild.
Not bad, dog.
I can't wait to see the comments of the people that's gonna watch after. I can't wait to see the name calling that's going down. I can't wait.
Like,
they mostly gonna be me. They mostly gonna be.
Oh, it's gonna be for me because they're gonna be fans. They're gonna be super big fans of it, and they're gonna come for me like, yo, you bashing the game.
Somebody gonna be like, shut up, you Lil Wayne looking, Rudy Huxtable looking.
Damn, Static Shock looking
yeah,
ass.
Static Shock looking.
Tree Branch with a bunch of branch looking ass. Damn.
Nobody ever said that. You just made that up. Like that was you. That was straight you. That's crazy.
My bad, dog.
That nigga said tree branch.
You know what? We got a bunch of donations I need to read before.
Nigga said you look like a praying mantis with dreads. That's fucked up.
We got a donation from Suspense 813. GMG, what's good, fam? Ricky back at it again with Fortnite. Chase, why you ducking John Wall? Love you guys. Side note, Ricky, I thought you were going to make Chase play Rainbow Six Siege. That's another game. I was on there.
Was you?
Ricky not there to show me how to play. He there to laugh at me because he's progressed so much further in the game that I'm trying to learn how to play that he could just laugh at me. I was getting beasted on Rainbow. It was like hardcore
all day.
Like it's like
hostage.
Hardcore Call of Duty. You got to be real careful in there, but
yeah.
I don't know. I
think it's way better than Call of Duty.
I shouldn't say this, but I am interested in playing Fortnite and learning the game. No, why are you laughing? Why is that?
That's hilarious. All that shit. I do want to play it again.
No, look, because like we was playing it, and then I didn't play it for months because Persona and all that. And when I got back on, I was like, oh my god, like these dudes is monsters in here. They build fast and all that kind of stuff. It wasn't the same game. The community got better or whatever. But what I'm saying is, I need help from Ricky and whatnot, or from
I got you next time, dog. My bad.
I got it.
I got you next time, bro. I promise.
Anyway, because Ricky's not on Monster Hunter, so
I'm just like, bro. Fortnite took over, bro. I'm sorry, and I broke my controller, broke. So I'm using
Fortnite. Might be the longest game I've ever seen Ricky play. That's crazy. Even though we always did play Battle
Royale.
You know
what? It is.
No, it's not.
I don't think.
No, it's not.
My memory might be wrong, but I don't think Ricky liked Fortnite at the beginning either.
No.
You didn't?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
think
he liked it at the beginning.
Because I was playing Call of Duty and all these other damn games. I thought Fortnite Save the World was garbage. Remember, you tried to put me on?
Oh, yeah.
And then when Prof was like, yo, that Battle Royale thing is high-key fire, and I jumped on it, I said, man, fuck this shit. Right.
I also think we was playing PUBG then.
Yeah, we were.
I was playing PUBG, yes.
I
was playing PUBG in H1.
I like Fortnite better than PUBG.
I do too.
I like it too. It's more casual. Plus, like that mouse and keyboard, people be killing me.
I don't agree with that.
No, I know you don't.
Not to start like a debate again, but like I don't agree that Fortnite is more casual.
Oh, I thought you meant.
There's a lot.
Yeah, you know what? The skill got
It's a lot more learning curve.
The skill of the game got even better.
PUBG, all you gotta do is just run and hide, get good weapons, and kill niggas.
You know what? Yeah, you're right
In
about that.
Some of the
Fortnite,
stuff I
like
see
you
in YouTube.
actually have to learn how to build. Like you actually have to learn how to maneuver shit. Like it's a little bit
You
more
got to
in
be
depth.
fast.
That's what I'm saying. You have to be
Like-
able to multitask. In PUBG, you don't really have to multitask that much. You can just sit back and wait.
Which one do you like better? I know you're like
I don't
it's
do
different
that.
times or whatever.
Yeah, I don't do the which one is better. They're two different games. I enjoy them both. I have more fun playing Fortnite, but I take my victories more serious in
That makes
PUBG.
sense.
That's all right.
I ain't gonna hold you up though. When it's a one on four and I snipe them all out, dog, I take that shit mad serious on Fortnite. I be excited. I cry. High key.
Yeah, Ricky killed like a hook.
And then I
so
purchase
it's kind of
V-Bucks.
crazy.
Yeah, man. Then I get V-Bucks.
I mean, I feel like it's just that risk, since that risk and reward factor. Like you only got one life, no response.
Yeah, it's like PUBG too. Yeah.
Yeah.
J King 18 said he just hit 200 subs on his channel. He ain't trying to promote, but congrats on hitting 300K. Y'all got the best streams. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
Appreciate you, man.
The Fruit Fly. What's up, Chase? You should play Split Second for PS3. Look it up if you don't know it. Let me look it up. I never heard of that.
It's a racing game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It was fun. Yeah, it's fun.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I kind of want to get Burnout Paradise
Remake?
remastered. Yeah.
When
You
I
got
come out,
EA access this Friday.
Nah, I don't. I don't be on my PlayStation or Xbox enough to be on EA Access.
Ooh.
Burnout Paradise.
It's fun.
Is that, be on
Is that-
PC?
No, it's
PC,
PS4,
Xbox,
Xbox
PS4.
360.
That's on PS4. Oh, bet.
No, it's
Yeah.
it's Burnout Paradise is on PC, but I don't know if the remaster is going to be on there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all on there. Yeah, all platforms
Oh,
except
okay.
for the Switch.
I might cop it on the 4 just to give me something else because I love Burnout Paradise. That game
Hopefully,
was
it comes
mad
to the
fun.
Switch.
My favorite was Revenge in 3, but Paradise is fun though.
Paradise was the first one I ever played. It's the only Burnout I've ever played, and that
I
shit
never
was
played a whole
mad fun.
Burnout. I only played the demo.
It had like that
I'm not
Rockstar
even,
music
like,
on 3
super
and
into
3.
racing games like that don't involve
Revenge.
like Mario Kart or stuff like that. But like Burnout and like Blur were the only two games that I really fucked with, like really heavy.
Raphael Williams said, "What's up, GMG family? Sorry I'm late. Just got off work. Hope everybody's doing good and feeling good. We great, bro. Thank you, King Phantom. Chasing Ricky having the first take ESPN debate. Yeah, we don't. It happens. Shit. Latrell Yancey, Chase. I wonder if your bro want to fade in UFC 3. Man, I don't know where that dude is, man. JSB, Chase, and a sharp voice.
He said, "Chase, skip." That nigga Sam be saying it with a C-8-C.
He do.
S-C-H. Ship.
Yo, speaking of that, I know this is like random, but I didn't know. What's his name? Kepler, Max Kepler. What's his name?
Yeah.
I didn't know
Max Kellerman.
Max Kellerman. I said Kepler. Max Kellerman. I didn't know his brother got killed by that boxer. I didn't know that guy was his brother.
Wait, what?
Yeah, y'all didn't. There's this. I don't know if y'all ever seen this YouTube video. This boxer punches his opponent like after the bell rings and like the fight's over. He punches him. I guess he gets mad and he punches him. He goes to jail and he gets out and Max's brother Sam gave him a place to stay for a couple months and the dude killed him.
That's
Wow.
Yeah,
crazy.
this was like 2009 or 10. I didn't know that. I didn't put two and two together, but that was his older brother. Anyhow,
It's fucked up.
some bullshit, man. Let's talk about the Division 2. Now, if you've been here for a while, y'all know that we were no strangers to the Division slander post after you beat the game.
that
Now,
scared me for a second.
Up-
My fault.
up to the shout out to Cheek Driller, my weekly donation. Thank you, bro, Cheek Driller. That name is killing me, man. The Division was highly recommended until after we beat the game. We realized, and then we're talking about the year one, the first 6 months of the game, not the new one, because I know everybody that plays it loves this game a lot better or a lot more than they did at first. So after that 30 hours, we just started slandering the game pretty much. Like it was like, yo, don't.
And we all put in hours. Then you had like y'all probably put in more than me because
I didn't
was
beat the
like
game.
frustrated after I beat the game.
No,
I got
we
level
got
up
to
like
level
level
30,
15.
and it was pretty boring after that. But
I know I stayed on it for like months after. Me, Carter, and Wiser like was really on that game like real heavy for at least 6-7 straight months.
that long? You think y'all was on
Yeah,
there a lot?
we was on there a lot. Yeah, we was.
Yeah,
on
they was on there for
no content drop.
Like we was. Yeah, this was before they even added raids. We was still in there, just in the dark zone, killing niggas.
I thought we had slandered the game like 2 months after it came, like 6 weeks, 8, yeah. Like
we was, but we was still on that motherfucker.
Yeah, proper slander, and he just would still play it.
Yeah, and then like
that's usually how it works, though.
Yeah, like you gotta slander what you play the most. Like I
figure,
like
that's true.
Best people to slander something is the people that continuously play the game.
Yeah,
it's okay,
because they can keep on talking about the bullshit and the shits that's wrong with it.
I mean, he was also playing with people, so it kept them like.
Right, because I don't want to just stop. I will forever. I could slander Destiny now, and I don't play that bullshit, but I still slander the fuck out there because I know how much time I put in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, but then once they added the raids, me and Carter and them was on there. The only niggas that really stopped was you and Dave, but like me, Carter, and Wilder was really on that shit.
I tried, no, because the first time I got on with you, was like, man, this shit is trash, bro. Let's go to 2K.
Hey, yo, I forget what. Yeah.
It was me, you, and Ricky.
It wasn't the first time. It's when we came back, and I was like bored in the first 2 minutes. Like we just loaded in downtown, and I was like, yo, this shit ass. Like, let's hop on 2K, bro.
So the question is, why are we even bringing this up? Well, the Division 2 was announced, and the reason that I want to have kind of a discussion about this is because what I see is Ubisoft has a pattern that they follow, not all the time, but most of the time, where they put out a game that has great potential, but it don't quite hit as hard as it should, and then it eventually gets slandered after a while. But then the sequels, in my opinion, are always so much of an improvement over the first game. The other thing I'm seeing from them is they put out multiplayer games, and they actually do way better in the second and third years. Like Rainbow Six, people destroyed that game, but after that first year, people love that game. I think that has the biggest comeback ever. I thought I saw an article about Rainbow Six Siege having the biggest comeback ever.
Yeah, there's nothing else. They did the top 10 like.
Wait, for Ubisoft games?
Warframe could be on there.
Warframe would be in that list.
I think Warframe
was right next to it.
So like if I games I could use for an example, the Division first year, the second year is much improved from what I hear. Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed 1 was good, but 2 was so much better. Far Cry. Like, it's like most of their games, the sequels are much better. You could
argue the new Assassin's Creed. I mean, you could argue that the previous one before that wasn't necessarily that great.
Absolutely. I mean,
and then Assassin's Creed just came back and just, came out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. And people say that this is the best one now.
There's a lot of aspects of this one that I would say is the best one. Now, is it my favorite? Probably not. But I had this conversation with somebody, and he didn't understand that there's a difference between favorite and best, right? Like, just because I say, I have a favorite Call of Duty, doesn't mean I'm saying that that's the best. It's just the one I enjoy the most. That doesn't mean.
Although a lot of times your favorite and best can be the same.
They can be
one and the same. But I think Gears of War 1 was my favorite, and it's the best out of all of them.
Gears of War 1 was one of the best shooters ever.
Right. But getting back to Destiny or the Division 2.
We're not getting back to Destiny.
That's facts.
Dude, let me say, what do y'all want that you didn't get from the first Division that you want in this game? Ricky, let's start with you.
I want a completed game. I want what? I'm being dead ass.
Answer, though.
I want day one. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make this known right now. None of my current Chase, you're buying me the game. You made me buy it on PC, so I'm gonna make that known right now. You made me and Wiza. I think it was just me.
Wiza got a free code.
This game.
Huh? I thought Wiza had a free code because he got a graphics card. The graphics card he bought came.
That was great, but you made me play it on PC, and I never heard you jump back on it again. So I decided to spend money on this game on
me
PC.
Too.
I spent $40 on this on PC, and we played it for like 2 hours. Never got back on it again. So same thing with several other shits. But anyway, real talk. I need to see a completed game, and if anything, drop expansions. If you don't want to promise us all the boroughs, then drop expansions. I don't want to see them do this shit in New York again because you missed that opportunity. You guys gonna have to drop a lot of content for these type of games like Destiny, Division, Ghost Recon Wildlands. I don't want them to have the hitbox shit. I want it to be more realistic worthy, like Ghost Recon Wildlands, like the hit detection gunplay like that, with just more like with the likeliness of the Division. But it needs to be completed, man. Like the game has to have its content. I don't want to hear that one game is secured like the Dark Zone and we get shitty loot systems. All that needs to be up to par day one.
Loot systems, they definitely changed.
I'm talking about for part 2, like day one, it needs to be up there. The leveling system, like you remember how in the previews you would see how he holds up the weapon. In the game, you never did that shit. And also, whenever you leveled up, you got the same weapons over and over. And still to this day, you get the same weapons over and over. I was just playing Destiny 2 the other day. So it's not like you get a crazy new revamp. They just need to overall polish their game, release a full game with expansions, and no missing content. That's
Destiny
it.
2.
On the go.
It sounds like Destiny 2, I swear to God. Can't believe it.
Okay. Damn. Okay. Who want to jump in?
I'll jump in, man.
Barry said he wanted to go.
The boss can't be the same enemy you play through the same.
Yeah, the boss can't be named Joe and
Just
Ricky
a higher level.
and Kevin.
A higher level of the same henchman.
Barry is speaking facts.
So, you will fight. Speaking of the henchmen, the enemies can't be the same 3 type.
Yeah.
They wear a hoodie.
No more bullet sponges, please. This may have been fixed. Again, I haven't played. I stopped playing once I got to like level 18 or something like that. But I know I didn't beat the game. But yeah, this is more variety of areas. Everything can't just look bland, and yeah. I like a different mix of missions, not just go through shoot up the same guys and you killed the dude, good job. Like maybe a mixture of like I don't know, like maybe some escort missions, maybe vehicles, maybe. I mean, I know the way this game kind of worked out, they didn't do vehicles, but that might be nice if they do it right. And that's about it for me right now.
I'm gonna go.
Go ahead.
I don't want them to do what Destiny did.
Which is?
I don't want them to have all these great changes that they made at the end of the game and then take it all back for the second one.
My
so that's the first and foremost. I wouldn't mind like more of a survival aspect, like having to loot for like food, because like you could drink like pop and stuff like that, and it gives you like boosts and stuff like that. I would love something like that in the game. I want there to be more things to do besides doing the same like 4 quests over and over and raids over and over and over. I just want a little bit more depth. I want characters to have a difference. Like I feel like everybody's pretty much the same character. I want there to be uniqueness in the game. I want there to be different like classes. Like they had those at the end or in the game, but it's like some people could do the gadgets, some people could build tank. I just want more of that. And I just want to feel rewarded when I go up against people. And I also would like them to do specific modes. Like there really wasn't no other modes. I mean, they added it later, but like I would like a TDM or something like that. Like why not? If you, because the Dark Zone was cute, but it gets boring after a while just running through destroying niggas 24/7. I wouldn't be surprised if they did a battle royale either at this point.
Everybody's gonna be doing it.
Yeah, I mean, if Dying Light is doing it, everybody's doing it. If fucking Kirby is doing it, goddamn it, everybody is doing it.
I'll go. One of my main complaints, people may or may not agree, it's fine, is this whole game was all about an infection and stopping the infection.
No infected
We didn't
people.
see a single infected person in the game. That doesn't make sense to me. I mean, that to me was like, that is very important to see stages of infection. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to see that. My other issue is in online play, people like to feel rewarded. Obviously, Prophecy just mentioned that. So there's some games where you go online, you can look at some people and tell they high level by what they have on. I want to see that from the Division. I don't want people that are level 1 to not really look much different than somebody who has 200 hours on the game. I think part of people playing and putting so much time in is they like to show off the stuff they have. So
but there, like for that though, in the specifically Dark Zone, there was tiers to that. Like it was levels, if you remember. Like a level 1 couldn't go up to the level 20s.
Well, that's true, but I'm saying like what you might have had a purple beanie on or some like that was their high level gear, was like a certain tint.
Damn.
Or maybe like a badge, like like Call of Duty, like a prestige or something, like an icon, or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, I'm done.
I want more memorable bosses. Obviously, Barry brought that up, but like I want people should remember the names. Like if you're playing Destiny, you know what I'm saying? I'm not super familiar with the bosses, but I hear people say the name of like the different kinds of monsters or whatever, and it makes sense. Like if you're playing Monster Hunter, every time people's in conversation, they bring up certain monsters because they're memorable. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that. And they have, you know, team play, co-op stuff against other teams that is more for than just loot. I would like to see that too. But this is stuff that they may very well have in the game already. I wouldn't know. I haven't played it in a year and a half, so I don't know. But that's what I want to see. That's about it though.
Mm-hmm.
What about the fact that in the next one, because you can make a story out of anything, right? But the fact that this had to do with smallpox at a damn cashier or a bank with bills being infected by it had like really no relation, in my opinion, to what we was doing in the game. Like this whole outbreak. Like
I ain't gonna lie, when I seen that though, that shit scared the shit out of me because that could be a good way to pass.
Yeah, but when you play the game, I got nothing from that.
Yeah, I'm just talking about like taking that into real life, like a real life situation.
Like, that'll spread.
That's exactly how if you know the New World Order has a way, nigga. That's exactly how they're gonna do it.
And that's a dope concept, and they couldn't even execute that. And going back to what Barry said, I realized that one of the big bosses was somebody wearing a rain jacket with boots with a flamethrower. Just shit made no sense. And
he didn't want his flamethrower to get wet by the rain.
Green, a straight up yellow rain jacket and some boots and a hoodie. And then you had another dude who just had like a regular hoodie, and that indicated like the type of enemies gonna ridiculous. And on top of that, why I question this game is because they mentioned in their press conference the Division was being developed for 7 years. So that means a couple years ago to now, the Division 2 gets announced. So how much of the Division 1 did they copy and paste over to this game, and then they're gonna rework and revamp the skins and everything? How much time was putting into this? Because they also said that they're still going to be dropping content for this division. And that's why they got everyone on board. That's the shit I'm worried about.
One thing, though, is luckily it came after Destiny 2, so they can look at exactly what everybody said about Destiny 2 and what Destiny 2 did wrong. Hopefully they just don't do that. And, yeah.
One more thing.
And I feel like all their fixes are obvious.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Dad. My bad.
That's all I have to say. I didn't play the game that much, so I don't really have that much to say about it.
This is one of the things that I ranted about. I mean, because collectively, we pretty much had all the complaints down, like whenever we were talking about it. But one of the things I definitely complain, and it's not just the Division, but Ubisoft has this thing and this engine where like silencers don't matter. A silencer was like the most worthless shit on this entire game because as soon as you shot it, the computer started running towards you. They had I thought they had like some stealth stuff that they showed before the official game came out, but I would like to have the option to try to do stuff stealthy. And
you mean like when they had the ability to go up to any car and pull it off the door and use it as a shield, but then they took that out in the very first week of the game?
They had flares, they had all kinds of stuff.
But you could do that?
Yeah,
no,
you go look at the footage.
They showed you could do it.
Yes,
They did it at when they were playing it.
Before the official launch, they took a lot of stuff out or changed it. They hit us with the bait and switch, but the silencer was so annoying because the minute that goes off, you're in complete war. They know where you are. I mean, if people could pull some of these missions off by stealth, I think I would like to see it. I don't want it to be overly easy. I'm not asking for that, but. You know what I mean? Just,
Can I add extra to that? Because Ubisoft did that with Ghost Recon Wildlands. So I'm convinced that, and the thing, Ubisoft has a pattern of doing this. I feel like they're not confident enough with just showcasing their game overall with gameplay. So what they do is every conference, they showcase their game with players playing, doing reenactment of like call outs. All right, man, I'm going by the doorway. I'm going by here. And it sounds dope as hell. When you're playing it is not what we expect because we didn't get anything like that from the Division. Ghost Recon Wildlands, like I know for a fact, when I got the game, silencers meant shit. Because when you played on the hardest difficulty, I was across the other side and my guy was on the other way. And when he shot, it detected all of us. How? So, like, I'm thinking their difficulty setting wasn't necessarily as, realistic. It was just more or less like, yo, we shoot and you miss, everybody's detecting all of us. Then why add silencers? Because it sounds nice. But Another big problem is the scale of their maps. They add these crazy scale of their map is so huge, like Ghost Recon, for no reason. Everyone looked the same. You was in the winter part of the map, and you had the same villagers over there that were in the tropical areas that had shorts and t-shirts. The shit made no sense. I'm telling you, Ubisoft, and they all had the same faces.
Maybe it was the same people. Maybe had instant transmission.
Because they migrated from hot and cold, and they just said fuck it with no vehicles. They just
instant
decided.
Transmission.
Man, get out of here. Ubisoft needs to make their games more linear if they cannot execute an open world game. Too many open. Look at all their open world games. Watch Dogs, The Division. Now all of a sudden Assassin's Creed. You got Far Cry.
Are all of their games open world?
Ghost Recon.
Most of them.
Bro, I just named all their games right now went open world.
Let's
except for Rainbow Six.
Let's look at the ones that did it right. Watch Dogs 2. The newest Assassin's Creed. That might be it that I can think of right off top because like some of their games is
Far Cry.
The new one, I hope so. The other ones,
it's looking good.
It is. I think it's going to be much better than the last two. At the very least, I don't think it's hard to be. But it's sometimes it's like some of the stuff they just give us busy work, and we said I don't like busy work on games. So you have a lot of content, but there's some games that have a lot of content and it's so much fun. Assassin's Creed, the new one, had that. So the Division, y'all know what y'all need.
Go chase papers or go drop from Eagle Drops in Assassin's Creed. Like who cares about doing any of that?
I was chasing musical notes, bro, for the sea shanties. I got all of them shits. The sea shanties was better than the game, yo.
But if you get where I'm coming at, it took Ubisoft at least 2.5 or so years for Assassin's Creed to be better than what it was from this past gen. I think it was like 2 years.
Well, they took a year off.
Exactly.
So if we added, I was adding that with the games that weren't looked at as the good ones. If we go back, what was that? 2013 was maybe 13 or 14.
Black Flag. You had Syndicate.
Well, you had 3. They started saying 3 was bad.
Because they started dropping them every single year. So my thing is that when they took time off of Far Cry, for some reason people were saying Black Flag was probably the best one.
Like Black Flag.
Well, you said a lot of people liked it?
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah, but you know what it was? You could tell that the character development wasn't like it was for Ezio and Altair. Because right out the gate, my man, as soon as you start the game, he got all the Assassin's Creed skills. How you have power and you got Eagle Vision as soon as the game starts. Like, how did he get that? They started
he got his Eagle on early.
Yeah, as soon as the shit started. Like, it was stuff like that. Like, there was a lot of holes, and that whole storyline from 3 and before, they just kind of like, they I don't know where it went. But they stopped following their own shit. So that's probably what it was.
The point that I was making was when they take their time and not release every single year,
it's lit.
We're going to get a good game.
Yep.
They took off time with Far Cry, so I'm pretty sure this might be even better than 4.
Well, Call of Duty should take off on a few years.
They should take off a year. Madden should take off a year. 2K should take off a year. A lot of games, I feel, would be a lot better if they took a year off. Madden might need to take 10.
Destiny should take off forever.
Yo, you said that, and I'm looking at your pick right now. You look upset as shit. Destiny said, yo, fuck competitive. We're just going to allow anyone to bust your ass with the weakest weapon that you get in the beginning of the game on Iron Banner. Thanks.
I don't even compare about that. I mean, yeah. Well, yeah, they did.
So, all right. So we might as well tell them why you mad now. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. Ricky, yo, was that the announcement? Wait, was that the announcement you had to make? You said there was something earlier you don't want to say before the show.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you in a second. Y'all might not care, but I just think it's a bold move. I think it's a bitch ass move too on behalf of whoever decided to do it. Go ahead, Ricky. You first though.
Why am I mad? Shit, it was about the Division 2. Pretty much that they announced this game and they acting like they ain't promised us Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens.
I thought that was on the Division 1 though.
Hell no. We got like a part of Brooklyn. And as soon as you walked over, that was just that one part. So that was really why I was upset that they had the audacity to say we were thrilled to announce that we are trying to make sure that the mistakes in the past will be of a progression tool to succeed in this game. And we'll see you guys at E3 2018. Thumbs up in there, E3 2018. Fuck out of here, dog. I don't hear that shit. I'm mad as hell. I paid for the DLC and everything. That's why I'm mad, dog.
That's it too. I bought that shit twice for both DLCs.
I got hyped with you and Wiseman. I said, man, I'm buying the deluxe. Bought the $40 version. Yeah, I ain't doing that shit.
Anybody else mad?
I ain't really mad.
All right, Dub, you mad?
I'm mad that Destiny 2 sucked. But besides that,
Destiny 2
I
really
don't.
hurt y'all bad, man. I'm sorry.
Bro, me and Dub talked, and Dub was like, "Yo, my channel, I'm about to kill it," because he be killing it on Reddit, right? So he's like, "I'm gonna kill it on my
Yeah,
YouTube
my
channel."
videos is doing pretty good. You know,
I mean,
and
you can't like when one of your favorite games does some fucked up shit.
Oh, like Metal Gear? My bad.
Like Metal Gear, like Spider-Man for
man,
the past 6 years, like Tony Hawk for the last 100 years. Like
Facts.
for the last
I don't take that shit kindly. Fuck them niggas. like real
Nah,
shit.
but to be honest though, Bungie's dead. Like I'll never play another Bungie game again. I don't think I'll play another Activision
Don't
game
say
again.
that.
No,
Don't
that's
say
Blizzard. That's
No,
Blizzard. I'm sorry. I'm Blizzard.
Yes,
I'll never play another Bungie game again. I just won't. I'm good at just not playing games. I can do that. Games cost money. I cannot spend money.
Well, I can't believe.
You know what? I know why I'm mad. I gotta read.
All right, go ahead.
Cause we let the legend Bow Wow get snuffed, cuz. How we let Bow Wow get snuffed, cuz? How they pull up on Shad like that, bruh? They try to lie. Yo, what kills me about niggas, because they want to keep their street cred, which I never even validated him as having street cred. But like, the way he was like, it ain't even go down. Like, he came out of the video like, it ain't even go down like that. So what y'all seen in that video, it ain't go down. I said, nigga, you went down. What else is there to the video? I guess what he's saying is he got up and started fighting the dude, but I don't give a fuck about that part. We just seen your ass get snuffed, knocked out on the ground. Yeah. Now, that shit, can't let Shaq get away with that, bro. Like, this man takes the most L's out of anybody in the world. At one point, we gotta protect Chad Moss. We gotta start protecting. We gotta do a better job protecting Chad.
He might take the most L's out of anybody in the world.
He does.
In the world,
we gotta do something about that.
Put on my hoodie for this
it's
one.
pretty bad. All right, so y'all Destiny too. Y'all Destiny fans, so y'all can understand how painful it is for me to have a similar experience. So Metal Gear Solid, like the first time I played Metal Gear was like 98 or some shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit was amazing. Like Metal Gear 2, 3, 4. Phantom Pain came out. I was excited, but then I realized that there's no way Kojima had a part in that game that was longer than just a couple of chapters. Shit just went left. So then he gets fired. You know what I'm saying? I cried inside because I'll never purchase another Metal Gear title again. You know what I mean? Because he ain't making it. They ain't got the vision. So they put out this bullshit ass game called Metal Gear Survive, and it probably trolls me by telling me that people are saying this game is fun. I need to know who their names are, because I need to have a personal conversation with them and not say that they shouldn't like it. I just need to know why. But this is what upsets me. All right, ever since the microtransactions have crossed over into the $60 games.
I know what you're about to talk
about. All right.
That really didn't make me mad. I don't care enough about that shit.
I understand that, but it's been getting worse and worse. Like, these companies is trying us more and more. You see what EA did with Star Wars Battlefront 2, what they did with Need for Speed, where now it's like you can't even level up normally now. Now you just get drops, and then you gotta hope that you can unlock shit. Like,
wait, what?
Hold on. Before you say what you about to say, did Metal Gear 4 do something like that too?
No.
I think they did. I think there was like you could pay for like more slots to break niggas dropping your base or something, or you could pay for like five.
Yeah.
So like, like I understand that everybody has come to pretty much accept microtransactions in a way. Okay, that's fine. Like, all right, cool. But like some of the stuff that we endorse, even if it's by accident, creates a space where they just try to just fuck us right in the ass. They get disrespectful. I remember, goddamn, Metro Last Light. They wanted to charge us $5 for hard mode. You charge it for modes now. So it's like, yo, people say, man, it can't get any worse than this. It just can't. Well, Metal Gear Survive is now charging you for save slots. How much?
Wait, what?
$10
oh my God.
fucking dollars for a save slot. Now, somebody's going to say that that's not a big deal. Well, fuck you, because some people have more than one person in their house. It might be you, your girl, you and your homie, you and your parent, you and your kids. Y'all might buy one copy of the game, and we know damn well we don't share goddamn save files. That calls for an ass whooping. If I'm playing Dark Cloud on PS2 and my brother turn a PS2 on to play on my shit, we fighting. You make your own file. Well, you can't do that unless you fucking pay $10 because you get one save slot. Every additional save slot is going to cost you 1,000 of their in-game points that you must purchase. So now we're paying for save slots. So when people say to us, and even like previous times, people y'all complaining about this, it's not a big deal. It's only my favorite. It's only cosmetic. It's only cosmetic today, but next year we pay for save slots. You know why? Because you get more upset about the people talking about the shit than the people that actually do the shit. So that's why I'm mad.
We're not gonna act like EA wasn't making niggas pay to play online.
$10 Game Pass. I remember all of that.
Like EA was ahead of the curve on that one.
They're about to make a Sonic game, and they're gonna have to pay $5 for every extra man you get.
And I'm not lying. Angry Joe has a video. If y'all think this is an exaggeration of any kind,
yo, he rated that shit a 3 out of. He shitted on that shit throughout the whole.
I've never seen him. I've not seen him give a game a score that low since like Ride to Hell Retribution.
He said he gave it a 3 out of 2 because he was able to kill animals funny. That's the
Video Game Donkey had a funny video about that game too.
Bro, like the game ain't even I don't give any game a benefit for that, like to a save file for that much, especially even it doesn't matter how wide the game was enough to like the content worthy. Like this, we don't even know shit about this game for them to be charging you $10 for a save slot of the game.
That is. Like, you can't charge us for something that's already a part of video games. You can't. Next, we're gonna start paying. We're gonna start paying for fast travel. That's fucking next.
No, that's not next. What's next is you're gonna have to pay just to play the game. In order to start a game, because who came? Oh no, I was about to say because didn't somebody come out with you had to pay for a harder edition of the mode?
Metro Last Light.
Okay, yeah. So.
Yo, I don't even want to defend Call of Duty, but they gave you all your custom class slots, and if you were somebody who had like 20 customization slots, then you went ahead and purchased like the other 10, but you had your 1 through 10 on your own.
Yeah, I know, I agree, and like we get on them.
Oh, somebody said that in the comments.
That's different than like save files. That's just something. That's just a part of a game. Like that's ridiculous. Like
how many save files do you get if you don't pay for any?
One
damn, that's crazy.
That's what I was saying.
One character we don't know about.
And the reason that, like I said, I don't give a fuck because I'm not gonna play this game anyway. But like, what makes this situation worse is imagine playing this shit on PS4 where your files get saved, corrupted all the time. Like,
exactly,
so your file get corrupted. That's just fuck. Like I say, every game I play, I have 2 saves or 3 saves of everything now. Because it's happened to me so much on 360 and on PS4.
You better get that $10 insurance save.
$10, dude. Fast travel's next. It's going to be that you have a certain amount of in-game currency and you ran out and you're trying to fast travel across the map. And you got to buy in-game points if you want to do it.
Hey, I can definitely see that happening, though.
You're going to have to buy, and you're going to have to pay real money to buy health potions and shit in games.
Dude.
So you're about to die.
Like boss-driven games, I'll be so, like Neo or Dark Souls, I'll be so upset if they open up like a slot so you can buy as many potions as possible.
You got to pay to pause the game. Like, imagine playing a game like Bloodborne.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You could pay $1 to pause it because if you pause it in Bloodborne, like the fight still continues. So it pauses it.
Yeah, like Dark Souls, they don't give a shit. That
so
game is all through.
Yeah, they about to charge niggas to pause.
And this is why people like, well, it's not a big deal. You don't. It affects the industry. They got that wide-eyed that they decided that they were going to be bold enough to try that. We talk about a lot of shit like outside the podcast, but we just don't actually do it because like some shit you're just like, yo, that's a little too much. That's some bold ass shit.
I was being the T. Martin thing before with Microsoft, but you got to realize Konami's a special type of piece of shit, though. When you fire somebody and then you don't let them accept an award at an award show.
Yeah, like, yo, word.
Because it's so petty.
And then on top of that, the only time you see the only time you seen dude from Big Boss or whoever or Snake was in the cutscene of Survive. That's the only and last time you see him in Metal Gear Survive. Because I looked at him angry. Yeah, he's in the helicopter.
The characters aren't in the game. It's like
they're leaving. He's like, yo,
they're leaving.
You know who you play as? You play as one of the recruiters that you captured in.
Yes. Facts. That game, it's so disrespectful. Like, yo, if y'all watching and y'all feel like that YouTubers like sometimes they make a big deal out of stuff, you should realize this is why.
You just said you play as one of the niggas that you captured in 5.
He's not kidding.
Yes. No, you play as a recruiter from the mother base, dog.
He's not kidding.
So you play as a random.
That's so great.
That's ridiculous, man. We gotta do better, bruh.
When we're talking about character development, son, we talking
how
about
you develop that character.
A recruiter from Mother Base is your main character.
Great. Oh my god.
When CD Projekt Red bring that new game out, those are the Witcher developers buy their shit because they said we not putting. He said, listen, you gonna put $60 in. And it's gonna be no bullshit. You get a full game.
Decay said that too. Who? Decay said they're not dropping microtransactions either.
Yo, you could put your microtransactions, but don't take away stuff that is part of a normal video game experience. That's what I always say. Leave the stuff you always had, and then if you want to let people to buy it, whatever. But don't don't cut our VC down to 25%. You know what I'm saying? And then charge me basically $10 for some in-game Tims. Anyway. I'm sorry. Oculus Rift. I got one. I don't really use it that much, but what day? Let me see what day it was exactly, because there was an issue with the Windows certificate. Everybody Oculus Rift stopped working at the same exact time.
Wait, what? Damn, that's crazy.
The same exact day, the same exact minute. Everybody should stop working because
it connects to the Windows thing. Like I'm confused because I don't have an Oculus.
So whenever you hook a device up to your operating system, Windows usually has like certificates and stuff that they can expire and stuff. So that's basically what happened. Is there was like an issue with the Windows certificate in the Oculus itself. So that's ridiculous. Let me see if I can find exactly what it said. Doesn't say it on here. It just said it couldn't reach the Oculus runtime service. So there's that. Prophecy says he's getting Black Ops 4. He's excited for the new one. I'm trolling.
I don't think nobody even believed you.
Like, yeah, I was like, when the hell did you say that?
That's how so serious I don't care about Call of Duty. Like, it's become to the point where niggas don't even ask me if I'm getting Call of Duty because they know I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Wait, you talking about Black Ops 4 again?
It's coming
no
out.
Activision products, B.
I'm getting it.
I know you are.
I'm not. And look, I'm not even
you
saying
better
I'm
request
play
more than
like
one map.
Nah, because that'd be too much. Like,
this time we're gonna get 4 DLC maps day one that you have to pre-order, and we're gonna get 4 maps.
They might do that. I might need to have 200 hours played before I can complain about anything.
No, don't start with me, dog. Don't start with me, man.
I need 200 hours.
Black Ops. What is it? Black Ops 4?
Yeah,
I'll get it if they put Modern Warfare 2 in there. With it.
I've never played
I thought they put World at War in there.
No, they're not. It will not release with a Treyarch game.
I don't want Modern Warfare 2 remaster, and not because. Well, let me explain. Let me explain why.
I don't think you put in days in that game. You qualify.
You know what I mean? I qualify. Hey, look.
I had to do it, man. I'm sorry.
You're allowed to speak.
I think I had 50 days on the game.
I had like 40 something. Yeah, like 30 something.
It's my favorite, but it's definitely not the best Call of Duty. That game there's so much bullshit in that game.
Everything is OP in that game.
Right. Now, the reason I don't want it because the remaster is not going to feel like the original game. Y'all see what the Call of Duty, the MW1 remaster. Come on, man. What was that? That was not COD.
Like, I don't know anything about that. Like, I know people complain about it, but I also seen like a lot of people constantly playing it.
It looked like the exact same game to me.
It just looked like they added some stuff.
In a nutshell,
good.
They ruined the progression system by adding all weapons and unlocks through a loot system. So pretty much what you see in
all
World
they
War
gotta do is just not do that.
But the
That's
game,
it.
it didn't. The guns didn't feel like they hit the same. The connection was different. The game, it was different. And we know that the community for a game changes like every year. So what may have worked in 2009 is probably not going to work now because the community, they just abuse stuff. Like Nuketown has been out 3 times, and all 3 times it feels like a different map because of the way people
Nuketown
play
be out for a 4th time though.
Yo, they announced that they were like, do you guys want to see Nuketown again? I'm like, sir, again? Drop that shit, dog. Damn.
Like, they're going to ruin. I'm saying it's not going to feel like that. It's not going to feel like the original MW2. I think they're going to ruin it, and they're going to put. I mean, they went as far to put loot drops in a game that didn't even have it when it was out. With the first
got like 60 weapons now.
It's like they're gonna fuck that game up, man. It's not gonna be the same thing. And if they're gonna have noob tubes with Danger Close in there, I don't want to play that. The blast shield is trash. Remember that shit?
Yo, bring it back bare bones with all the maps. I'm a play it, son. But the loot system threw me completely off because I don't want to progress all over again. Like I thought I could get new weapons on the fly, like unlocking shit. Nah, who was I kidding? Gotta go through a gear system. I'm
gonna
good.
ruin that game, man.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't give a fuck what you say. I want to play.
I want to play it.
I have no appeal to any Call of Duty game anymore. Maybe Black Ops 1 Remaster. Maybe that would be the only Call of Duty I'd ever touch.
But you can go play Black Ops 1 on PS or Xbox.
You can.
Xbox got this shit, man. They got.
Yeah, I can't play Modern Warfare 2.
Sony better get together because
you can play it on PC.
Yeah, but I don't feel like
that shit hacked.
It's hacked.
Yeah,
is it?
Like all the Call of Duties are hacked on PC.
They are. I remember the dude had like unlimited Nova gas. The whole map was Nova gas. It was like.
Wasn't that Ricky? Oh wait, no, Ricky.
Yo, dude played me with 17 arms. I swear to God, he was like this. Shoot, I thought he was Crip. He was shooting me through every fingertip, dog. Bullets.
Yeah, remember you was hacking on Ghost.
Yeah.
I was at, bro. I got signed out as we were playing. You got the footage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Yo, I was playing and I got signed out of nowhere, and then I got back on.
Ricky had
and I had the
perks.
minigun.
Yeah, every perks in the game. What
did you do with my minigun?
And the minigun. I mean,
what did you do with the minigun?
You got killed. I picked it up and I went on like a 17 kill streak.
I mean, that's not cheating though. You just happened to die. He picked up the gun.
Like,
no, you don't understand. Like I was playing with him, we gaming. I got like kicked out. As soon as I got back in, that shit gave me everything. I was like, yo,
But
lit.
Ricky,
I only played.
You was a hacker in them days though.
I only played MW2 maybe 2 times out of like you said, like the 50+ days on 360 that I ever seen it hacked. Like they hacked it one time with whoever got a fucking care package had a nuke in it. And then they hacked it.
Wow.
Then they hacked it where this dude, like I was in the game with him and I was in an AC-130 and the bullets just kept coming out. Now, I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Like that shit was fire.
Yo, y'all want me to admit this right now, man? I'm about to admit this for the first time in 4 years. When me and Chase was playing Ghost, my guy texted me like, yo, I'm on the PS3 version of the game. You want me to log you out now? I said, he logged me out. Hacked my account on the fly. He said, yo, you have to be
I knew
on a
you was
PS4
hacking.
match, right?
Ricky used to do hack videos.
Yeah. Was this back when you doing Pokemon Going?
Oh, this was throwback.
It was word. It was
different.
Like, it was straight up
before that?
like hacks, like
aim
bots,
game, dog.
like straight hacks.
I agree with certain things in the game. I was like, you know what? We had. So he goes, yo, you in a team deathmatch? I'm in a team deathmatch. You need me to log you out right now? I say, yo, log me off. He was in a private match. He logged me off. Did something, logged me back in. I had everything unlocked and like 14 perks, yo. I swear to God. I had every perk,
hacking.
dog.
No.
It was late.
How did you die?
No, because I didn't have infinite health.
He didn't have infinite health.
Still, I don't.
No, the
it was
thing
easy
was I was just
down
running.
Ghost. Well, you died quick as shit on that game. I don't know who didn't expect this, but Super Smash Brothers is coming to the Switch.
You'd be surprised. A lot of people didn't think.
So hyped,
People didn't think that they were gonna do that. Like, come on.
People.
No,
so
I didn't
there's two
think it was
things
brand
though.
new.
Well, we don't know if it's brand new yet, but people didn't think that it would be. Some people didn't think it would come out. Period. And people definitely, including me, I definitely didn't think it would come out in 2018.
Why not? Nintendo been putting out heat since
I know,
the Switch
but
dropped,
2018. I don't know.
I'm surprised it wasn't sooner. Honestly, well, if it's a
new game,
it's a new game.
If it is, because they haven't discled it yet.
I think it is a new game. All signs need to point to new game.
I mean, the last one came out in 2014. So
yeah, and that one took 2.5 years to make.
I just want my Donkey Kong, my Diddy Kong Racing, bro. Where is it?
That's all I say all the time. Give me Diddy Kong Racing 2. I'm good.
Where is it, bro? Can we get a real Star Fox?
That might
I'm not happy about Mario Tennis right now, dog.
You don't like Mario Tennis? I thought it was pretty.
They haven't announced. I'm a big Mario Tennis fan, but they have not announced multiplayer on it.
Yes, they did.
No, they announced couch co-op. Look it up.
They announced online multiplayer too. They even announced online tournaments.
Bro, I swear to God, I looked it up. I was watching Nintendo Direct. I did not hear that.
Google it real quick so you don't make
Dog, I have to because I was so. Matter of fact, I was talking on it with I think not on this dude's podcast. I forgot whose podcast, and I was like, for real, they don't got no multiplayer on it. And Kofi was like, yo, nah. Hold on.
Why wouldn't they have multiplayer? Like they literally have online tournaments.
Wait, hold on. Real quick. Yeah, dude, because I heard they in the trailer they showed it you playing against everybody else on the side of you, like local. They said they had local, but I don't think they had like an online thing. I don't see.
I can't find a new one.
Oh wait, it might. Wait, it might.
I'm gonna let you. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I think it might because I just seen something. Because you ever press like Control F and you type in like.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. It says this game will support up to 4 players in local and online multiplayer.
And a store. All right, cool. Then I'm good. All right, I'm straight.
You scared everybody. Bruh. I'm definitely. I love the Mario sports.
I didn't see that.
By the way, golf. I love the Mario Golf, Mario Tennis. Those are my favorite too.
Yeah.
Good ass. Yeah. Can you imagine Mario
Football though? Mario Football. Didn't they have basketball?
Yeah, it was Mario Wii Sports something, and it had dodgeball, basketball, and all that kind of stuff.
It was basketball one on DS too.
It was straight basketball by itself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think I do remember that.
Hey yo, next time we do Game of L's, I might have to give somebody that Jerry Rice Nightest Dog Football on the Wii. Yo, that shit is trash, bro.
I'll give you that Pigeon Romance game, Chase.
But can I say something real quick? That's not on the. That's not on any other topics. This surprised me to like. This was crazy for me to see. I cannot believe South Park Fractured Butthole is on the Switch.
Why is that a surprise?
Wait, it's on there?
Yes.
Yeah, they said they weren't gonna do it.
Nintendo doesn't have games like that for real.
Not anymore.
I mean, but like we pretty much predicted that.
Not since GameCube.
They announced it. They announced early when the game came out that they weren't releasing it on the Switch. That's why I was surprised.
Oh.
I wasn't really surprised. I've been saying that they was going to do it.
But they hadn't put a game like that on a console since GameCube though. Like the last.
I mean, they smart.
They are smart for that shit.
Smart.
They know they didn't have no third party support.
But they got it now. And people still run around here saying the Switch is ass. I'm like, yo.
You know, all their games so far have been gems, right?
What game? Like, what do you mean they haven't put a game like that? Like what?
Explicit, bro.
Explicit,
okay.
I'm thinking like
raunchy and
yeah. Because they had a bunch of games. Like they had that BMX Triple X game on GameCube, I believe. They had like True Crime and stuff like that.
Eternal Darkness.
I mean, Wii U had. I mean, not Wii U, but the Wii had. It had one game like that, which was called Mad World.
No More Heroes.
Rip people apart in chainsaws. Did that have No More Heroes?
We did.
The Wii did.
Okay.
But
like Wii U didn't have nothing like that.
Wii U, man, Wii U. That was a tough couple years, man. And I know if you were like a Nintendo YouTuber, you was a hardcore fan, you had to endure some years of slander and just getting shitted on, and you didn't really have no real comeback, so they just started making shit up.
You can say at least we had Mario. Like fuck Mario.
And what if it was like? What if it was like we remastering all the Mario parties for the Switch online play?
Yo,
I would rather just have one new Mario Party for the Switch with online play.
I would too. But if they said that, I'll buy a Switch.
What if they said?
I mean, Mario Party.
Well, what you eating?
Well, me?
Popcorn.
Popcorn.
You said popcorn.
Popcorn.
What was you about to say though, Chase?
We encourage YouTubers to play our games.
Did y'all see the Sega shit that got leaked?
What?
Like the 50 classic Sega games that's coming out for Xbox, PC, and PS4.
Is it gonna be like a bundle?
Yeah, it's like a bunch of them. So apparently, like they said they weren't coming out with it, but I think somebody at Sega leaked it. So and there's actually like a video, but like it's like 50 games, and I know obviously Sonic. I seen Sonic on the cover. I don't know who else was in there. Like it was a very old game.
Oh, you mean like Sega Genesis games. Not
Yeah,
just...
Sega Genesis. Yeah.
I know this is not Sega, but can we get a Power Stones 3?
Never gonna happen, man.
It's never gonna happen. But
there's a lot of games that I feel bad because like they were really good and people just never gonna get to play them. It's too old.
That'd be a good game. That'd be a good game on the Switch too.
I mean, Ryan Aries, the Switch or the Wii U kind of was a Switch prototype. In all actuality,
it makes sense. And I hope every console ends up like the Switch. I think it will anyway. You know, they just copy Nintendo's ideas.
Yeah, all they do is copy Nintendo. Yeah, I'm glad we're back there though, because that was where the greatest times.
Hell yeah.
When everybody copied Nintendo, in my opinion.
In other news, matter of fact, hold on. Before I read this, let me read these donations. I don't want to leave anybody, forget anybody's donation. Cheetah Lee, I can't find no fellow black brothers for Dragon Ball FighterZ and Fortnite anyway. Keep the change, family. Man, there's a lot.
King Dub.
Yeah. Dragon Ball Z heavy.
Yeah, I can train you and make you the best.
J King 18, just wait till I get paid. I owe you guys so much for all the entertainment and laughs y'all deserve. You don't owe that shit. But thank you for your.
You hit that like button, man. Make sure y'all slap that like button, man.
That's all you gotta do, really. Your boy DCK, boy, you missing one letter in that thing. That's ridiculous. I wanted Division 2 to be honest. I don't want to see you. I don't want to see your trailer show one thing and the game had totally different thing. I read it the way he typed it, so.
No, yeah. I think I know what he's saying.
Yeah, no, because Ubisoft did that. They there's a whole collection. There's a video with a collection of the way the trailers look versus the gameplay. It's disturbing. Distraught Falcons fan. That's an excellent username. Still mad I spent $20 on VC and got a 75. My bad, man. We don't expect better from 2K for this year's game, so we gotta wait for the next one. Mortal 486, you hyped for Genesis 30 plus re-release game. In my opinion, better than SNES Retro. So I guess maybe that's what Propsy was talking about.
Yeah, I think it said 50 though.
Okay. So is it gonna be like a little console?
No, it's actually like an actual game disc.
Like a disc?
Yeah, like a game.
Suspense with another donation. I'm mad about how Mass Effect got destroyed. Side note, I knew the guy who snuffed Bow Wow. He went to my high school.
What the?
His name was like Memphis. He's a rapper, I think.
Memphis Bleak?
He said, what's up with that Future stuff? And then got it.
Yeah, snuffed his ass. I think Bow was like, Future, huh?
Mortal 486, PC pays nothing to... PC charges nothing to play online, but you'll pay to take a PS4 and Xbox online with no crying. Yeah. Yep.
PC got its own problems.
Yeah, and we've been down that road. You know what I'm saying?
PC has way more problems.
I think, when you got to go in I&I files to fix your games, you don't really understand until you get there. The PC, I love PC, but that shit is bullshit. Sticky XP, I've been sub since the Wash Your Hands vlog. Boy, that was like 2012, 11. Jeez. Your videos got me through high school. Now I'm 20 years old with your own YouTube channel. Thank you. No, thank you, bro. Really appreciate that. Shout out to everybody, to the mods once again. Where are we at? People act like, you know what I noticed? When something's exclusive, dudes be hyping it up. When the shit gets on other platforms, they act like they don't care no more. They did it with Titanfall. They did it with Tomb Raider. And now they're doing it with Crash. I remember dudes on PlayStation was asking for a Crash remake or a new Crash game for the longest. And then there was a PlayStation event. The guy came out with a Crash t-shirt on, and people assumed there was a new Crash, and it wasn't. And then last year, they brought an actual Crash remaster bundle out. Well, that bundle is probably going to end up on all platforms.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's going to end up on other.
It's coming to Switch before Xbox.
Yeah.
So, yep, the Insane Trilogy is coming.
And maybe Crash Bandicoot will be on Smash Brothers.
July 10th. So, it's Crash Bandicoot. That's Activision, one of their games, right?
That's Naughty Dog, I think, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's Naughty Dog develops it, but I think Activision.
Under Activision.
I think. I'm pretty sure.
I think you're right. I'm pretty sure you're right.
And there's been other Crash games on Xbox 360 and stuff. Yeah, let me not give out misinformation.
I don't care.
Xbox is doing a battle royale with just their controllers. I'm sorry, man.
What? I've never played it. Yeah, they are, though. They really are. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's Activision since 2008. I'm sorry, Doug.
I've never played Crash
That's
before.
funny.
So
Somebody should make that into an indie game on the Xbox.
What's that?
what?
Battle Royale with just controllers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xbox got so many
That would be
unique ass
shit.
controllers. This shit
That
ain't
would be
shit.
hilarious, yo. Oh my god.
They better drop a game called Controller Simulator.
Yo, the whole game is just you customizing controller.
Fact.
I bet you somebody would buy that. I bet you a good amount of people would buy
Man,
that.
people bought Soda Pop Drinker like
Didn't you say that game was actually pretty good?
Can't
it
believe
was
it's not gambling.
fire, but I didn't know that it was fire until
Was
I
it
bought
fire or was it fire for game of L's? Because there's a little bit.
No,
of
it was
difference.
fire though. Like I said, there's millions of mini games in there. Like that shit was actually fire.
Xbox controller Royale.
Xbox Royale.
Yo, guess what?
Whatever happened to Xbox originalness and innovativeness? Didn't they used to do games like 1 vs 100 and like Doritos Crash Course and stuff like that? Like, do they still do shit like that?
Not really. I think
Because I think the last big one was like Happy Wars. Happy Wars was fire.
they started playing it real
Yeah,
safe
Happy Wars was good.
over there for a couple years, and I think that really hurt in the long run because we're all expecting Gears, stuff like Uncharted and all that from PlayStation and Microsoft, but it's the other games that we don't expect that I look forward to. And Xbox hasn't really been delivering that so far. I mean, they did with some of those. I said it before. They're indie games that they put out like Cuphead and Ori and all. Those are my favorite Xbox games this generation.
I mean, early on they was trying with like Quantum Break and Sunset Overdrive.
I
but
like both of those games. I bought both. I bought all their exclusives except the Halo ones.
Is this Far Cry 5 gameplay, right?
Tis.
Looking smooth. All right.
Let's be honest.
What? It's looking good.
It looks good. It looks good, but
Waiting for it.
It looks.
See
The environment looks like the other ones, but
it looks like the other ones.
it looks like Far Cry Primal mixed with Assassin's Creed mixed with fucking Ghost Recon Wildlands. Yeah, we know that. Yeah.
I don't have any problems with them using their other games to help them make games, but they can't just be complete, just copy and paste.
Right. And the AI, I always say, I brought it up earlier, the way that they respond to silencers is the same with Far Cry, Watch Dogs, and The Division. You shoot a silencer, so if it's a sniper, handgun, whatever, they're going to run towards you.
Did you have to say anything about For Honor?
For Honor? I decided to skip that, but For Honor's finally getting dedicated servers.
All right, next. So,
wait, why you bring it up, man? You just
yeah, my bad. I thought it was something important. But unless y'all want to talk about it, because
I think we talked about the reason why he wanted to even talk about For Honor.
Yeah, it was really just Ubisoft, and their improvements over time are always much better than their first efforts. Dedicated servers, they should have did that for that game.
So For Honor, so what you're saying is For Honor 2 gonna be the shit?
Yes, absolutely.
I would
all
buy
these
For Honor
sequels is
2.
fire, all of them. All the
For Honor
second
1
games.
wasn't even bad.
For
They
Honor
just
1
ruined
was
it
so
with broken
popular, but the
characters.
updates ruined the game.
It was
That's what I
good.
heard.
I think there was just other games that came out. That's what happens
That
a lot.
too.
When games are great,
Nah, bro, mine was the update.
other shit come out. For real.
Character updates broke the characters. Absolutely, man. The game was so broken after one of their updates. I think it was version 1.5, where all of a sudden they started buffering certain characters and then they started nerfing certain characters. And that's when we started hearing that certain warriors that we would use were getting like, they were kind of OP and cheesy. And then the way the blocking mechanic was, yeah, that whole game went to shit.
So
Wait,
I played all the way until they came out with the DLC characters, and I enjoyed it. It just, I don't know. I wanted it to be more competitive, I think.
what RPG was that?
what?
Ni no Kuni.
That was Nino. Okay,
Kuni,
I thought so.
Which that comes out about a week and a half, 2 weeks. I'm getting that.
That's a sequel, right?
Yeah.
I need to play the first one.
It's one of those niche games, man.
Y'all heard about Call of Duty?
What? No.
They removed gun grips from the supply drops from World War II.
They shouldn't have been in there. You can't see the gun grip because your hand is covered. I'm sorry.
Hey, bro, it's an animation where you can show the grip now.
Show it to who?
Yourself.
No, not with the handguns though. Can you?
Yeah.
Like, camos, you can see it in the other person's hand. But when this gun grips, your hand is on the grip. They're taking their hand? How are they doing it?
Like they literally, it's like you know how like the animation on like all Call of Duty is like you look at the gun, like they'll look at the gun like on the time.
Who looks at the grip though? Like
that's literally it. It's like a little.
I always look at the barrel of the gun. I never look at the grip. Your hand holds the grip.
Yeah, because they do this. He picks it up and they do this, but your hand is still. I don't know.
40.
But okay, let's talk about something.
No, it's retarded. No, it is retarded.
As people that love video games, whether or not you agree with everybody's opinions, or I hope you don't. I hope that there's nobody that watches this that agrees with everything I said because it's ridiculous. But we can agree on this. Y'all man, Donald Trump. Now, I'm not going to use this as an opportunity to do like some anti-Trump stuff because people they be salty as shit. It's ridiculous. But I will say this: him addressing violence in video games as part of the reason why there are mass shootings, I don't agree with it. These are the games that they showed during the whole administration conversation. Black Ops, Modern Warfare 2, Dead by Daylight, The New Order, Fallout, Sniper Elite 4, and The Evil Within. These are some of the games they feel are contributing.
Let me start off by saying that's bullshit. Because when they did this before, they actually showed games that made more sense. They showed Manhunt, they showed Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and they showed like those super like fucked up games. How you gonna choose games that barely got violence in them? Like what?
You're choosing The Order and Fallout.
Like first of all, who even plays The Order?
They don't. Damn,
y'all man plays my bad.
But what I'm saying is like, how does this nigga like? Where did this come from? Like, who was just like, The Order is very
where
savage.
It came from. We could just blame. I don't want to get into a political conversation necessarily, but if you want to say that video games need some changes, then you should also look at the actual thing that's being used to kill people.
Or you should, like, if you're gonna make that argument, also, like, why are movies and books and other things not being brought into the conversation?
He said that too, but they really keying on games. But here's the one question, because people always do this shit. There's one question. The U.S. has access. Excuse me. The U.K. Other countries are just in love with their video games, and they spend just as much on video games as we do.
Our neighbors are some of the biggest as well. Canada,
right? So why are they not having the same issues with mass shootings? So everybody's having the same access to the media, to the games.
It's because they allow anybody to buy guns here. That's really what it is. That's what it all comes down to. It. You don't have to. You can literally go to a gun show with no license and buy a gun.
That needs to be part of the conversation.
It doesn't matter if you have mental illness or not. It doesn't matter. Like, that's the thing about it. Like,
there is mental illness.
You can literally go there, pick up a shotty. They don't ask you nothing. Pay $200, some bullets, go out, do whatever you want to do. Not only that, they be having gun shops set up next to schools, which is amazing to me that even exists. Like, I don't even think liquor stores and gun stores should be nowhere in the vicinity.
In the vicinity of a school.
You go to Walmart and get a gun. You can open up a bank account and get a shotgun in some places.
That's what I'm saying. You can go to Walmart sells bullets, and some Walmart sells guns.
Like, Walmart around me sells guns.
Walmart, but it don't sell like it just sells rifles usually.
I just feel like we need to address like the issue that I think there's a lot of mental illness in the U.S. and instead of people talking about that, you want to blame guns and media.
But my nigga said The Order though, bro. Like, I've never heard no one ever say that.
I'm surprised they even knew what The Order was.
Game, like usually it was like I said, it's always been GTA. Whenever they see like people like get killed and stuff like that, they always used to blame. Back in the day, they used to always blame GTA. All right, you got me on that one. That GTA, you pull niggas out their car, stomp them. Okay, I get it. And then they used to do Mortal Kombat too because of the fatalities. It says it was so graphic and brutal. And I'm like, who the fuck is really out here pulling off their face and lighting niggas on fire? But The Order, my nigga, The Order, like what? Like, I'd rather you said Bloodborne, nigga. The Order, like. Ain't The Order the game where you fighting werewolves and shit?
And
like
that's how you know who's out of tune.
Basically, just chose the one game that's like Supernatural, the show, and
I'm surprised they didn't say For Honor.
So I'm saying like there's way more. Like, I'm actually disappointed. I need to know who researched games and chose
The Order.
I just want them to.
Bright side though, hold on. On the bright side though, at least PlayStation got an exclusive on there.
They say what?
I mean, Gears, you blowing heads off and limbs.
That's what I'm saying. Gears, like what? Like
they had Modern Warfare 2's Russian scene. I said, Jesus Christ, how old is that shit?
I'm upset I didn't come up with that.
I feel like Hip Hop Gamer gave that nigga that list.
My parents, my mom told me when I was little, listen, the stuff you see on here, if I catch you trying any of this or even talk like this, I'm gonna whoop your motherfucking ass. I knew this shit wasn't real. When I listen to rap music, I know these people ain't on the street corner because they're not. But they don't want to say that a lot of this falls on parents, and they don't want to talk about mental illness. I just put up an article, a bunch of mental
personal responsibility
hospitals closed over the last couple decades. And where do those people go? They're out. There is 8 million people in the U.S. who suffer from mental illness, and that's only the people that have actually been diagnosed. It's safe to say we know people. All this talk about how it's cool, you know what I mean, to shoot people and all that. We don't want to talk about that. That's a mental illness. That whole street attitude. We out here, we doing this. I don't give that. That's a mental problem. We don't want to talk about that.
I think everybody does. It just.
Most people do.
Figured out
be diagnosed with something.
Theirs is.
But that's not going to make me go out and shoot a whole fucking school full of children and all that stuff.
Like niggas get mad. Whatever, bro. Like that just pissed me off.
This shit annoys me.
It's not even just about the game and shit in general, but it's just like that's so idiotic to say. Like the audacity to you to try to blame one thing. Like, and this man, y'all president always want to take credit for everything, but when shit goes down, he want to pass the blame to everybody else. Yeah. Like, nigga, shut up and go play golf, nigga. Like, I really don't like this man, bro.
I wouldn't care if he said
I just want Stone Cold to stunner this nigga one more time, bro. Like, for real. I can't take shit from nobody that got Stone Cold stunner.
Look,
in the face by Vince McMahon.
If he wants to have a conversation about video games and how it maybe affects the perception of people, I'm all for that. But we need to have conversations about other shit, too. Don't sit up there and try to avoid part of the real problem so that you can go ahead and blame the shit on something else. I have an issue with that. You know what I mean? I know this shit ain't real, but like my nephew, he playing Fortnite. I wish he would. He ain't even allowed to play with toy guns. I'm just saying, man. Like
video game. Like I would argue that TV shows have a better influence on people than video.
There are studies done that say it doesn't.
Is because I started doing the rock bottom to my little brother because I was watching wrestling. Ain't nobody in here never tried to wrestle move on their cousin or somebody. That definitely has way more influence than playing.
Because it's more relatable. How is Fallout relatable?
Fuck is
who gonna try to go kill a ghoul with a sledgehammer that got rockets on the side of it? Like nobody gonna try to do that.
I'll be honest, the system is backwards too. Because in Florida, you could be 18 years old to purchase an AR, but you have to be 21 to purchase a handgun. I'm not the one with the answers.
You could be. Florida, it kills me because you like what you just said is so stupid. You could be 18 years old to purchase a gun in most places, but you gotta be 21 to drink. So you said I can kill somebody, but I can't kill myself.
You gotta be 25 to rent a car. What type of
shit? That rent a car shit crazy.
That's bro. Like ass backwards. Like, what? I can't drink, but I can kill somebody. Like what?
We have an issue.
With but the fucked up thing is, like, there's a lot of things that I want to be changed, but I don't want it to be like North Korea. Like North Korea, I don't know if y'all know North Korea, bro, but them niggas is Kim Jong ain't playing no.
Yeah, they can't do nothing. Dog, I remember one time
they can only watch 3 TV shows. Like,
damn.
I'm
surprised they can watch.
It's Korea's Got Talent, Korea Cooking Show, and Korean News.
And one of them is just like Kim Jong on it 24/7. Like they gotta celebrate the day that his dad died, and everybody has to cry. Like, and if you don't cry and make a scene, you're going to jail. Like, North Korea is wild.
I remember I was reading an article, and it was after the 2000. It was after one of the Winter Olympics. And they made a fake article in North Korea that they actually won all the gold medals and nobody else won, well, all the medals, period. Nobody else won anything.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
That sounds about right. North Korea is a crazy place to live.
This video game conversation is never going to end. There are numerous studies. Somebody just did a study within the last year and a half. Somebody just put out a recent study in response to that, saying that there is very little correlation between.
Oh my God, I got a gym, cuz.
Oh, you playing Monster Hunter?
You playing?
I've been playing this.
Oh, this mother.
I just got a gym. Anyway, I've seen something that said like there's studies saying that playing video games help with hand-eye coordination, help with so much other things. Like, so whatever.
I'll tell you how much nerd I am. We had to do we had to do a 30 or 50 hour project for 12th grade. I did my shit on video games, dog. I debunked all the nonsense and everything. People be out here lying, and then dudes talking about their right to bear arms. That's all good, but there's a lot of shit that we supposed to be able to do that we ain't allowed to do. And when they wrote those laws, motherfuckers wasn't running around here with 24-shot handguns and shit, 16-shot handguns in their pocket,
and AR-15.
Small, the size of your no, maybe not the size of your cell phone, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, to the gun lovers, I don't have an issue with them. They're not really the ones that's out here shooting up buildings, but
yeah, we don't got a problem with it.
There's
like,
problem.
I seen a study that said like, never mind, because I can't quote it exactly, but it was somewhere along the lines of saying why you don't see something like this like in hood schools, like schools in the projects.
Oh, wow, you
like mass shootings.
Well,
most of them I know got metal detectors.
I tell you what, and
they got police officers.
A black kid killed both of his parents in his dorm room the other day, but he ain't go out into the hall. He could have.
And shoot everybody else.
I mean, and I'm not saying that's cool to do, because it's not. And I'm not saying he's better than somebody because he ain't killed people, random people. I'm just saying, anybody can do a school shooting, period. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, he covered this man.
Shit is ridiculous. But that's y'all man, though.
I don't know him.
Video games. I think. Does anybody have anything they wanna discuss? We can. We passed our 2-hour mark a couple minutes ago. If y'all just tuned in, y'all missed it. Go back to earlier. I think we was arguing about Fortnite for like 25 minutes. Well, discussing. You know what I'm saying? Arguing is nothing.
I just want to say that I think this month will be a good month again. You got Cooney coming out this month. You also got
No Way Out.
A Way Out, yo. I don't hear a lot of people talking about it, but that game look cold. Like, I want to play that day one. You got to play with somebody too.
It's no solo. It's no single player.
No, but the thing is, if you buy one copy, it's good for two people, whether like it's split screen or not. So let's say if I bought the game, you will be able to play with me through the whole game, but you will have to. Like, one person drop out, like the session over.
Oh, I got you. Let me go ahead and read these donations. Z, are you trying to? Oh, Strange. Is No Chill Friday coming back? It's gonna be demonetized Friday when I finally do that, because YouTube is going. I'm telling you, they're gonna come. They're gonna slap the shit out of these videos when I do them. Ryan Aries, GMG is for life. What's up, Ricky? And Chase, you gonna play Tony Hawk Underground 2 next? Nah, I ain't gonna do it next. One day. Suspense, donating again. NBA Street Volume 2 with 2K18 mechanics such as walking around to the park and etc. That'd be a good idea. But who would do it? And how would they ruin it? Because it's coming.
We didn't talk about Floyd Mayweather's game.
Oh, we can do that right after I'm done with this. DOA fly high. Only gamers understand games. That's a fact. Trump needs to buy an Xbox to feel the joy of gaming. King Quest said Trump don't like gamers. Antonio Jackson said these people will blame it on anything other than the real reason, which is the access to guns themselves. Someone could buy AR-15 before alcohol. Yep, that's one of the things we mentioned. Carnage weightlifting returning. Once again, there's been studies that video games are less chance to encourage mass shooting or killing. No one does that ever. It's more likely a person abused. All facts. Mayweather.
So I said, like, TV shows make more. Like, did y'all see the story about the kid that basically copied Dexter? Like he literally,
what the heck?
And there was a
literally,
Slender Man thing too, right?
Yeah, it was Slender Man, but the Dexter shit was crazy. It was like in the UK, like the kid like chopped up his girlfriend and literally went full on Dexter, like put her body in like bags and tried to throw it in the wall. Everything. Yeah. Like TV shows play way more than games.
That's so crazy.
Bit of poet, bit of prophet. My bad. Now we can do this the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours. Navy Boy, shout out to Chase getting 300K. You're my favorite YouTuber. Appreciate that, man. When's the last time you bought a PlayStation controller on eBay? I never did it again, bro. I bought a PlayStation controller from Amazon, and that shit don't work neither. And people was yelling at me on the eBay video, like, you should have went to Amazon. Well, I got one from Amazon. I bought a PS3 controller because they don't sell them new no more. And that shit is just like the ones from the eBay video. Anyway. So Mayweather is supposedly working on the boxing game. The reason he hasn't been in Fight Night because he told EA he wanted a percentage of the profits. They told him absolutely not, so he wasn't in the game.
I ain't mad at that.
This boxing game is supposed to be like an actual game. Or is it going to be a mobile? Is he going to hit us with the Joe Montana?
I think it's going to be the second coming of Joe Montana.
I think we're going to get this Damon Grow, Joe Montana mobile cheese.
I think that's what it's gonna be.
Don't say that shit, please.
Bro.
Hey, I remember a long time ago, like, yeah, this is so stupid, but this is so believable that it's funny. That nigga Floyd, I remember I heard something a long time ago says the reason why Floyd was never in boxing games is because he said he ain't want to lose. Like
he was in one of the fight nights though, I believe.
Nah,
he was never in a fight night.
He wasn't in the first one?
No, he wasn't. No, he was in none of them.
Y'all sure?
Yeah,
I'm almost 100%.
He was created. A lot of people created.
Yeah, created him, but like he was never in it. And like I think they said he said it because he didn't want any chance to lose. Even
I wonder if he was in a knockout king.
Yo, somebody said that he's working on like a Mike Tyson punch out, but like with Floyd.
Well, Floyd Mayweather defense because you don't fucking.
Yeah,
it's not going to be EA's game.
It was a defense.
So I just
gonna show the
real. It might be like Shaq Fu of boxing. Where's Shaq Fu too, Ricky? I thought ain't you buying it? Then you pledge?
Nah, but I probably will buy it. If you seen the gameplay, it doesn't look boring. Look, if you seen the gameplay, it doesn't look whack.
Really?
Oh no, it looked fun. I'm being real. Like
how much is it though?
Oh, that I don't know, because Shaq actually came out with a statement saying that I think they're done with the game, but like, yo, the gameplay don't even look bad.
It's $30.
It's
out.
It's out.
What?
It's out.
What's about?
No.
Shaq Fu. Hold on.
Wait, I could get it
coming out
free
this
then if it's out.
Okay.
No, it's coming out this spring.
I see a listing for it on Target.
Yeah, but like
Mayweather was a knockout king.
And it's gonna be on the Switch.
That'll
Fight Night
probably
too. That's what Green Jello said. I could have sworn I seen him in one of those. I couldn't remember which one it was.
Oh, he was. Yeah, he was in. Wait, was he?
I could have did.
I don't think he was in any Fight Night. I'm almost certain
he was on. I'm telling you, I thought
I
he was
thought
on
you had to make him.
Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Dave, the homie regular Dave, put me on some information that explains maybe why UFC is an easier game for EA to make. He said when you're in UFC, they own your likeness, they own they own you as a UFC fighter. So when it comes to creating a game, all EA has to do is get permission from UFC, and they get access to everybody in UFC.
Yep.
But he said when it comes to boxing, they have to get permission and licenses from each individual fighter, which could be quite the process, and then you'll have some people who just don't want to be in the game at all. So UFC allows for the entire roster to come over. In Fight Night, you'll have holes. So that made a lot of sense. I never thought of it that way.
Does that explain also like so that means
in that game.
Do they get like face scans in? Like UFC fight, obviously they get face scans. So that means they have to agree to it too, right?
No,
so they
the
can't
UFC
say
fighters, no. The minute they join UFC, they're part of the brand. Whatever the brand
Dana White
does, photo shoots and all that, they have to do those. They don't get to say I'm not doing this or whatever. You're part of UFC. It's one brand. Boxing is different. Everybody's an individual. UFC's not like that. Apparently, that's what I was told.
Yeah, because it makes sense though. Because boxers, remember, they got their own team, and you hear more emphasis on like their team and their branding individually.
They have their own promoters.
Yeah, exactly. Like okay, that makes sense.
Last donation, I'm gonna read, and then we're gonna wrap the show up. Dub9 Astro Trace, when are you gonna do Resident Evil 4? I don't know. When y'all vote that shit stay losing. Anybody got anything they want to say before we go?
MLB 18, you dropping content or nah? Did I call you out by accident? Road to the show?
I mean, I'm going to drop content. It just ain't gonna be a lot of it because I enjoy games more when I don't have to post them. Cause
how many hours you put on 17, fam?
I don't.
1,000, son.
Days. It's got to be days.
I think more than 1,000. Yeah.
All right, so take your most played Call of Duty. That's probably how many hours I have on MLB.
COD, Modern Warfare 2, and Call of Duty 4. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, probably,
you got no life.
It's probably like, I mean, you put that. UFC and Fortnite is just shit though.
UFC, I put 120 hours. That shit crazy.
But the game just came out though, so I mean, you're gonna look at 6 months from now, and it's gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah.
Sheesh.
We about to end.
Yeah, I think we're done here.
No.
Just want to end it by saying rest in peace to Stephen Hawk,
I forgot.
as well as Craig Mack.
Yeah.
Sad, man.
A lot of y'all probably don't know. Yeah, 46. Y'all probably don't know who Craig Mack is, but y'all definitely have heard his beat. So yeah.
Anybody got anything else they want to add?
Oh man, I'm done, man.
GMG
Destiny sucks.
178. And
Make sure you guys hit the like.
Yeah, hit the like. Thank y'all for coming through. Appreciate y'all. And we will see you all next time. We out.
All right.
Gang.